Hello, everybody. We are live with Demon Hunters, a Comedy of Terrors live stream. And we have a pretty exciting game to do today. And so we've got some great players here.
I'm here.
Yes, and they're here all at the same time. So we've got Vanessa Postil.
It's Postil, but
Postil.
you never know by looking at it, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
thank
But that's
you.
how you say it. It's Vanessa Postil.
Postil,
Now you
thank
all
you.
know.
Awesome. Christian Doyle.
Christian Lady Glasses.
All right.
Here.
Jimmy
I'm so excited to
McMicheal.
be on this side of the table.
Christian was talking. Jimmy McMicheal,
Yes,
just in case
Once
you
again.
heard that.
that's right. And Brian to the Lewis
Yeah.
is here. So real quick, before we get into the game itself, tell us about who you're playing today. So let's start down here at the,
At the end.
Vanessa. Who are you playing
Hi.
today?
I am playing Zella, who I've played one time before in one of these. And oh, she's so cool. She's really shy. You'd never guess that she's a singer. And she's a complete introvert, but when you get her on stage, everything changes. Her presence fills the room, commanding your attention as her banshee wail hits you full blast in the face.
It's just like the real you.
Yeah, it's basically me. Vanessa. But yeah, it's Zella. She seems really cool. She's not much for combat, but she likes strategy and controlling things. She's kind of Aquamarine-esque a little bit here.
All right.
Her voice is her thing. It sows panic
The voice.
in my enemies.
Yeah. Simon.
I'm playing Simon Atlas, the quote-unquote laziest spy in the Brotherhood. I don't know how true that is. He's very, very highly trained and highly competent, a master of covert ops and social engineering, just psyops, that kind of thing. But he, as soon as he graduated, turned all of his considerable skill in towards not having to ever work again.
Right.
Even for the Brotherhood. So he's got like the record for sick days and paid suspensions, and getting other people to completely do his chapter's missions for him.
Got it.
He's a work smarter, not harder guy.
You'll fit right in.
Yeah, good.
Awesome. Jimmy.
I am playing Matthew Hunt. I am a guy who was a huge fan of this weird little indie show called Demon Hunters, and I fell through a portal and ended up in the Demon Hunters universe, and just kind of wormed my way in. There may have been a little blackmail based on stuff that I knew about people, but so I lead my own chapter now. I taught myself a little bit of portal magic, so I haven't been able to find my way home yet, but I'm working on it.
All right.
Agent Van Blook.
And Mr. Brian Lewis.
I am actually playing a character that I used to play in DG Game Night, Jack Bishop, who is a electrokinetic. I was just actually commenting on the description here, so I'm just going to read it out because it's awesome. He can manipulate, absorb, conduct electricity. He's a tall, skinny, and has a high metabolism because of his body chemistry. He has to ingest loads of calories per day. He has platinum blonde hair and he wears sunglasses. If he doesn't, others are able to see the electricity that are happening in his eyeballs all the time. He's a bit of a klepto and has an authority problem, and he seems to be a thief.
Is it
He uses a lot of meditation techniques to better understand and control his power. He has done disastrous things in the past and gone unchecked.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a great group.
Are we getting suicide squatted? That'll be the first thing that
You're about to
Atlas
find
asks.
out. Yes. So has everybody noticed the theme here? What does everybody have in common?
We are all chapter leaders.
You're all chapter leaders. That is unusual in the world of Demon Hunters, so Demon Hunters is the world where it's our world, but all monsters exist. Any monster that ever was told about in the days of yore or yesterday or today, they're real. They exist, and there is a secret organization called the Brotherhood of the Celestial Torch that, cue tattoo sequence. And they fight the monsters and the terrors of the night so that the rest of us can sleep well and not know the the true horrific reality that is our world. Demon Hunters are made up of chapters, otherwise known as teams. And so each team has, of course, a leader, and you are all leaders of your own teams of Demon Hunters. How's that going to work out? Yeah. We're going to find out once I set the scene.
Sit back and listen. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll work out.
That says everyone.
Before we get started, let's go over some of the mechanics and how the fan interaction in chat is going to work. Thank you to Chris Odie and Alien Knitter to set this up for me as my first time doing the store and the live stream.
You're already better at this than me.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. But all right, so for those of you playing at home, you have in the chat, in the store, a few things that you can buy to throw at us to
Wait,
deal.
what?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I have projectiles ready to go. So for the, you'll see that we have hashtag loaded. This is loaded dice. The way this works, you can purchase that, and you create a pool that people can use in the game, and it's a +1. So one loaded die is a +1, so you can use that and add a +1 to your roll, whatever happened. You can grab 2 of those loaded dice and get a how did I do that? A +4? Yes.
Loaded dice.
+3. I forget.
Is it right there?
Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, so a +1 is 1 loaded die, +2 is 3. Or, and
3
so,
for a +2.
and 6 for a +3.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so there you go.
1 +2 +3 is 6.
Yeah, and so on. So yes, so we will create this pool of points essentially that you can draw from to modify your rolls. For the next tier, the faith dice, each of you are starting with 3 faith dice in front of you, and those are a limited resource. So choose them wisely. But our fans here could absolutely help you out by adding more faith dice that our heroes can use. And that will go into a general pool of faith dice that you can draw from. And they're just for you.
Cool.
The next tier, though, of course, is demon dice. And that's the same thing for me. Because as the demon master, I don't get faith dice. I get demon dice. A little bit more of that in a moment. Upper hand. Pretty much you're going to find out that we're going to have different aspects or things going on in the scene that may or may not have any dice on it. If someone buys an upper hand, a 1d6 is now bestowed to every aspect that's in the scene. So there's a free, and I get to use them as well. So it's whoever can figure out how to utilize those to our best advantage. Clean sweep, if there's a problem that you guys are facing or something that I'm facing against you, the chat can clear one of those for us. You can bypass one obstacle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, condition response. This one's a big deal because when you guys take quote-unquote damage or whatever, what you're doing is you're taking conditions. And these are a special type of aspect on your character sheet that are typically negative for you. And the chat could clear one of your conditions for you.
That's nice.
That's like healing, basically. Right?
Yeah.
The chat
So
can heal us.
they can choose to heal to clear all of your minor conditions, clear up to 2 moderate conditions or 1 severe. They can also choose to do that for any of my characters.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet of them.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
So that's condition. So that's a big deal. You can make things helpful for our heroes or helpful for me. I know what I would choose. And then, of course, hack attack, which you all should know well by now, is you can cause something random to happen in the scene, change the scene however you wish, with my, of course, approval and or working it in. It's gotta fit. But
he'll put it in however he feels he can put it in.
That's right. I will do my best. And it does look like you can...
He's not obligated to have somebody surfing on a river of caramel, if that's what you say.
Right. Yes.
It could just
Now
as
I want
easily be
caramel.
toffee or chocolate.
Right, exactly. So, that's the store.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get into, real quickly, how to play this game. This is called Demon Hunters, A Comedy of Terrors. Right here, this is the soft cover. You've got the hardcover, leather bound over there. And this is our latest edition of the Demon Hunters role-playing game. And it is based on the Fate system. And so if you're familiar with Fate, you are leagues ahead of the class already. There's a little bit of smattering of Cortex in there because we don't have Faith dice, we have polyhedrals. What you have on your character sheet, if someone might hold their character sheet up there. Yeah. So right in there in the center, you see some circles with some die numbers in there. And those are your approaches. If it's how you approach a particular situation, just how it sounds. Then you have disciplines. These represent what you know and what you can do. Every single role that you are going to do in the game is going to be picking an approach, picking a discipline, rolling them, adding them together. That's the basic mechanic of the game. For everything you're going to do, you're going to pick approach and a discipline. Roll them, add them together. Of course, you have to justify what you're doing. And then from there, what we have are aspects. And these are descriptors about your character, but I will also have them out as we create the scene. And they are just descriptions of things that are true in the scene. I mentioned before that you have 3 faith dice in front of you. That's what you start with. And if you want to gain a bonus to your roll using a d6, you can spend a faith die to invoke one of those aspects, those things that are true about you or the situation. And if you can justify how that applies to what you're doing, you can add the d6 to your roll. Finally, you have stunts, and all the characters, all our heroes here have stunts, and they just have special powers that they can do at certain points in the game. The best mechanic, and my favorite part of the game, are the demon dice. Now, each player has 3 demon dice in front of them. These are an infinite supply, but they can only spend up to 3 on one particular roll. They continually recharge. Anytime you spend a demon die, I get a demon die in my pool that I can use against you or in the scene. I don't get faith dice. There's no way for me to earn those. The only way that I can invoke my aspects is by using demon dice. And so you at home in chat can help me boost my pool up a little bit so that I can work my magic in the scene a little bit better.
And demon dice are rolled after your initial roll to boost it up.
So let's think about this conceptually. Faith dice represent your faith, your resolve, your ability to weather through a conflict. Demon dice represent temptation and cheating, and it's a quick way. Like, I really did want to succeed on that. I'm gonna spend some demon dice on that and win. But it always comes with a consequence. So, because there are 4 players, I start with 4 demon dice in my pool. Before we begin, are there any questions?
I feel like they'll all get answered as we play this game.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Well,
or for me personally, not to speak for anyone else at this table.
Whatever you were doing previously, whatever you were doing just now, you find yourself unconscious and are just waking up. There is a strange sound off in the distance that is alerting you, and just something feels off. You begin to open your eyes, and it is completely dark in here. You don't know where you are. You don't know how you got there. There is a kind of funny odor as well, sort of ozone and tar mixture. And it is, other than that, you hear a machinery kind of beeping. There seems to be several of these things in the room beeping in harmony.
I hit the snooze button.
You go to lift your arm and find that you can't. With a couple of more movements, you discover that you are indeed strapped to whatever it is you are laying on. Jack, you find not only that, but that something is covering your mouth, and that there is something tight around your face like this.
Like a sleep mask?
No, it's open, but everything else is covered. Like you feel air on this area of your face.
Okay.
But something is covering.
So basically, this is going on. Okay.
Brian Lewis is the smothered ninja.
Yes. Zayla, you find that there is something lodged in your mouth. And that you also can't move your arms.
Nightmares.
I had a morning just like that.
Yeah. And you lay there for a couple of minutes, getting a sense of what's going on.
Am I gagged?
You are not gagged,
Okay.
but there is something covering your mouth. And there is something that feels tight around your skin that's holding you down. The rest of you aren't really feeling that. You're just feeling like you're like on a bed or a table or something and you're strapped.
Like leather?
Yeah,
Leather straps.
yeah. They're padded,
And there's something in my mouth.
and there's something in your mouth. You can't talk.
Leather straps on a bed.
Yeah.
Unknown
They knew.
situation. Let me guess. Sheila. No.
You're hearing this
Tom.
voice.
Those are the only two guesses I have.
Just real quick. Do we
Steph!
already know each other? Would I be recognizing?
It's
his
dark.
voice?
You don't know who's there.
Nothing.
Okay. I just hear someone.
But I've read all your files.
Someone, to get things started, may spend a face die to activate something that will happen in the scene.
Okay.
Well, we only have 3 of those.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, if you spend one now, I will spend one later if you need. For you.
Oh, for me?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be like I owe you one.
Okay.
Like since you're doing the group a favor, I will lend one of mine to do the group a favor at a
Sure.
later date.
I'm going to assume that I can't take whatever is on my face off.
Correct.
All right, and I can't like
Ace.
get it off that way just by wiggling my head around.
Right.
All right. Okay. I shall spend a faith die.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. You spend a faith die. Do we have the video queued up and ready?
Video? What?
Careful, this killed the radio star.
This video
What's that?
appears in front of you. There's now a screen that sort of glows above your face, and this begins to play.
Okay, guys, we've got a big problem, and I mean big. We all volunteered for this mission. I know that you don't know what's going on and can't remember anything, but trust me on this. You've got to get it fixed. We've got 2 hours before it all blows up. Don't worry about anything, and I mean anything. Don't even worry about dying. I can't explain why. Just get onto it.
What was what?
it plays again.
Okay. Could be a little.
Go ahead and play it one more time. Is that as loud as we can get it up? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Big problem. I mean,
Get onto it.
Okay.
Get on to
So
it.
to summarize, for if it's a little hard to hear, this is Matthew Hunt,
yeah.
Yeah.
Agent Matthew Hunt.
Agent Matthew Hunt, and he is telling you that you all volunteered for this, and that he can't explain to you why or what's going on, but you have something to figure out, and you have 2 hours to do it.
Or everything blows up.
And that can be a figure of speech, but
But it might not be.
Something, yeah, it could be literal, but something bad is going to happen.
So I assume I have no memory of this.
You have no memory of
All
this.
In fact, none of us have any memory right this
No.
second.
And then now, subsequent videos of each of you come on basically saying the exact same thing to you, as if to drive home the point.
I'm sure I'm going like, no, seriously, this is the thing.
And he said, don't worry about dying.
Yeah. Don't worry about your teammates. Don't worry about death. I can't explain why.
Sure.
Because we're all waiting for the Brotherhood and we'll go to heaven, right? That's how that works, isn't it?
Yep. It's
Okay.
So are any of our videos basically letting us know, like, yes, I know we're not being specific at all. Like we're being vague on purpose.
Yes.
All right.
It seems
I feel like Jack would be getting really angry at himself for not giving more details.
But he would also understand that he wouldn't steer himself astray.
Sure.
yeah. Your
past
your
Jack.
video
Past Simon is
your
super
video specifically, you can tell by your facial expression that you're conflicted. And there's a slight sort of crick of a smile as well.
Yeah, I would like to see if I created an advantage by giving myself any messages or signals subliminally, like through blink talk or.
Yeah,
I want to see if I did that.
that's a great idea.
Because I'm a smart guy. And,
Yeah.
that's the kind of weird crap that I think of.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, blink talk.
Morse code, but with
No,
blinking during
it's
during
brilliant.
what, like saying what you're saying, and then just. I mean,
Brilliant.
It's trained for this psychological warfare, man. This is how I roll.
Sounds great.
So what I'm trying to do is clever or sneakily create an advantage using my powerful connections, which is one of my stunts. Probably blackmail. I know I've got dirt on me.
So what does the stunt actually say?
Because there's a reason I haven't been fired by now, I gain +2 when I sneakily create advantages using my powerful connections. In this case,
Yourself.
right.
I'll allow it.
Good connection.
Who knows me better?
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Only my dentist.
I'll allow it.
We're boning.
You're going to try and beat a 10, a difficulty 10,
Difficulty 10, but I'm also,
opposition 10. I should say.
so approach and what? Covert ops.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds right.
And a demon die.
Oh, thank
Can
you.
I use that?
Yeah.
Use them after your roll. See if he.
You can use it
Don't
beforehand
just
too.
Hand him demon dice.
Just in case. I'll keep it loaded just in case. Thank you.
Oh,
Yes, don't even worry about dying. This should be fun. #demon.
Thank you.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
super nice.
Other
Thanks.
people will be handing him demon dice.
12 on the roll. And if I get the +2, 14.
14. But 15 would make it a success with style, which would give it 2 dice on it if you actually you've created this advantage. It's going to have 1 die 6, but if you just get 1 more.
You see, the thing is, that would require extra effort, which is completely against my character.
Right.
Like, blinking a message is cool, but I probably didn't make it too complicated because I know I have to read it, and I hate reading. I don't even like movies with subtitles.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So you're going to settle on the 14.
I'm going to settle on the 14 because I know it's going to be vague no matter what I get. I'm just trying to glean a little bit more information from the situation.
Okay. Since you are who you are, I am going to go ahead and allow you to decide a kind of truth that you would pass on to yourself.
How serious am I about the not worrying about dying? That does put me first above all the other questions I would have, so yes.
Yeah. There is a cheat. There is something going on that...
All right, I'm up to something. Good, that's all I need to know.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so there's that information. I would say the other thing too is you allowed yourself a particular movement sequence that would allow you to loosen your straps.
Excellent.
And so
get right on that.
So you have a D6 on the aspect.
Loosen straps.
Yeah, loosen straps. Move. 1 die 6, or I'll just put 1 in there. So you have that.
Excellent.
And if you so choose, you may try and escape from your bonds. But let's move on to the others as well.
Let's let them do that, but I'll definitely be trying to escape next time.
So whatever that sounded like, you all heard that.
Right. I'm interested in doing a similar thing in wondering, because I can create emotion-based advantages using my voice. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing. I'm wondering if there's any like emotion I tried to convey in my video with my talking to see if there's any like indication of emotion control.
Got it.
To know, I guess I'm wondering if the situation it was consensual or if I'm in trouble.
This sounds a little bit more like an overcome roll, which will give you some information.
Okay.
Okay. So
great.
Yeah, again, try and beat an opposition 10, and approach plus discipline.
Okay, so I think clever here.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Mystic arts, combat and tactics, fringe.
Fringe. I mean, use your Fey powers.
So I roll 2d10.
Like a banshee, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I do not have a D10. Can you hook me up with one?
Yeah.
Or 2? I need 2.
That's a D8. Thank you so much.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, you haven't got to play in a while.
Do I have a number I have to get to?
10.
10.
10 is what you want to beat.
Okay, I got a 15.
Yeah.
That's a success with style.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a bonus, die 6, just to
Okay.
put a die 6 next to you. You can use that on an upcoming roll. Once you spend it, it's gone.
All right, thanks.
But it has to be knowledge-based.
Okay. That's good. I like knowledge.
The information that you glean is that you are very urgent and panicked.
Oh.
You are getting the sense you also are feeling some revulsion, which is very interesting.
Okay.
Revulsion is strong.
Yeah.
But I would say probably the 2 strongest things you're feeling are revulsion and urgency, or almost to the point of panic.
Okay, that's good info. Thank you.
Yeah.
So did we all see all of the videos?
You did.
So I know that these people are here. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I mean, this sounds urgent. I believe myself. And when things are dangerous, there's only one person you call. I'm going to create an advantage by summoning the Purple Ninja.
Okay.
So,
Oh no.
yes.
Hey, summon the purple
cleverly.
ninja. That's gonna be good.
This is going to be against an opposition 15, unfortunately.
Okie doke.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
in this particular situation,
Drawing upon my the fact that I'm the moderator of the Demon Hunters Wiki.
yeah, I'll allow that.
6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 2, 12, 13. Demon die.
Thank you.
Oh, blast.
Did you roll a 1?
I might have rolled a 1.
yes.
Another demon die.
Oh my gosh!
Another 1?
Bites the dust.
This is bad.
Oh man.
So when you roll 1 on a demon die, what happens?
Bad things happen, and because he.
So that is 15. I had to beat 15 to make the purple ninja appear.
Okay. The purple ninja appears.
That one was a 4. So.
The purple ninja appears, and does his. You hear ho 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 ho, holy shit, and then splat.
Okay. Like a.
Do I hear that?
Yeah.
We all
Oh
hear
yeah.
that.
Okay, killed the purple ninja.
Just about everybody at one time or another.
Crikey.
And in doing so, you take a mild condition.
That's generous.
You take a mild condition, and we'll call that
But the purple ninja never loses.
tiny migraine.
Let me see. Who would have done that?
I mean, you heard me call
That's
out
got. That
for
had
him.
to be Hunt. That had to be Hunt.
Yes.
Exactly. Only the most famous demon hunter of all time.
Okay.
At
I knew
this
that.
point, a soft glow begins to appear above your beds or table or whatever it is that you're lying on, and you are starting to look around. Jack, you are not only strapped, but your head is also strapped down. You are just really not moving. Your head is there, but you figured out how to sort of loosen
I've
it a
been
little
working
bit.
on this for a couple of minutes
You
now.
know, you look around and you see the room is relatively circular, and there are several beds that that outline the edge of this, and they are filled. But there are lights on only 4 of you right now, and you recognize Matthew.
It's been a great day. I got to see Deadpool. I get to watch you guys game. I get to go game with my crew tomorrow. It's a good day to get hashtag loaded.
Hell yeah!
Thank you.
Hashtag loaded. Okay,
Beautiful.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Where were you 3 minutes ago?
yeah.
Loaded.
Well, they're here now.
Yeah, so we have a there's a +1 out there that can be used in a loaded pool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Can we
thank
call
you.
that the Deadpool for the day in
The
honor of the movie
Deadpool.
coming out?
Love it.
Yes.
Okay. So you are you see kind of like this person in a latex suit, almost gimp-like, strapped to a bed. You cannot recognize who it is.
But that's
But there's a light over
that's the electrokinetic. I had to put him in a rubber suit too.
it. Okay.
I'm gonna experiment, just very, very lightly.
Yeah.
You know, with trying to make something happen. Because I assume now this is a rubber suit.
Yeah.
So do I have to roll for that, or I'm just,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can just kind of do something, and then and you as you do as sort of for free, you realize that nothing's happening.
Gotcha.
You feel like maybe if you really forced it, something could happen, but
Okay.
I'm not sure how difficult that would be.
You mentioned before, like, you know, in my video, like, I looked, I was giving myself a little smirk or something like that. Like, it's also possible that I was trying to maybe communicate with myself. Can I mean, like, done a lot of discipline in training, and
Yes, you have.
And so I would know myself very well. Can I try to discern if I figured anything out from my video self?
Yes. We'll call this an overcome as well.
Okay.
Beat a 10.
Okay. Let's see. We got combat tactics or covert ops. Probably covert ops.
That sounds right.
Or research and development.
That would also work. I could see how.
Let's go research and development then.
Slightly higher.
Slightly higher.
It was a technical smirk that he gave himself.
And a D8. Okay.
Perfect.
Yes, I remember the difference now.
I wasn't going to ask. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt that time, Louis.
This one says Gen Con 05.
So,
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
Crumb.
That was the year before we went
So-
for the first time.
Here's a new rule, a rule situation. You rolled which was it, approach or a discipline? That was the
Discipline.
D6. A discipline. Because you rolled a 1 on your approach or discipline, you may decide to earn a faith die right now. If you do, I gain a demon die.
And how many demon dice you got over there?
Right now, I have 5. Also, you could immediately spend that faith die to re-roll your 1.
I think I'd rather get a faith die.
Okay. Just faith die for later. Keep your roll.
Let's see, what am I got here? So it's only a 4. No, that's not a good enough roll. What are my options again? I give.
So you could give me a demon die essentially and re-roll your 6.
Okay.
You
Or
could-
get a new faith die.
or get a new
You're up
faith
against
die.
it.
And
I
then
get-
relent that you
Even
failed
if you
it.
rolled a 6, you'd get a 9. So
Yeah, right. So there's that. Otherwise, you have demon dice to spend to try and get higher.
Right, and if I use a demon die, then you also get another demon die.
For each one you spend, yes.
All right. How about this? I'll just get a new fate dice.
Okay. Thank you. So you're not really able to pick up anything from yourself.
Shocker.
You feel like you're very frustrated at yourself because it seemed like you were trying to be communicative, but it was too vague, and you're really frustrated that you were being too vague.
Right. That really bummed me out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he'll get this. Future Jack will totally get this. Future Jack did not get this.
I love this. Chat just recognized Brian, but from DFA.
Oh, nice.
It's like, oh yeah, he was the first Emperor Louis.
That's awesome. Okay.
Great.
So, what do you do?
Oh, now that I'm greased up and loosened, I think that's actually that was the whole statement.
Okay. Awesome.
No, I'm going to release myself from my bonds,
Okay.
and I'm absolutely going to invoke those loosened straps
Very good.
because that seems like a good way to go.
You are going to need to beat a 15, but thank God you have that extra die 6.
And I'm trying to, I'm also trying to like kind of squeeze out as opposed to like breaking the straps. You know, it's a bendy proposition, I admit, but there's a certain amount of stealth I'm trying to attain. After all, I have a reputation to uphold. I don't want anybody to see me working for this.
Fair enough.
your goal is to just ooze out.
Yeah. And I think, is this sneaky or clever? If I have to ask, it's sneaky. Oh, and I get an aspect die, right?
Yep.
Can I use one of these?
Yep. That's what they're for.
Oh.
And I'm hoping for a 15.
15.
That's a 9.
That's not a 15. So, would you like to spend some demon dice?
I would need a 6 if I only spent 1
Yeah.
to make it.
So, do you want to spend 2? Tell you what,
What do you got for me?
you could keep that roll, and you freed one arm.
Oh, man.
What am I gonna do with one arm? Oh, hold on. Yeah. Is it dark in here?
It's dark.
You know, I'm gonna take the loss on this, and
All right.
and yeah, I mean, even with the loosened straps, like, God, this is really hard. But I can't get a faith die from failing, right?
No.
By giving you a demon die?
No.
That's too bad. Well, then I guess I just have to spend a demon die
Okay.
and hope for a 6. Otherwise, I have to spend another one.
You don't have to.
I have a thing that I...
Can people see me in here?
Those who can turn their heads enough.
Yeah, I'm not going to fall on my face in front of these people. I mean, I don't actually care about them, but I want them to like me for no good reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching.
And
Silent.
even if they don't like me, I want them to think I'm very cool.
Okay. Zayla's sitting there.
Watching with big eyes.
Anybody who knows me knows I'm not. So she's already immune to that. Okay, so we're up to 12.
Okay.
Slowly but surely, folks.
I have
You
a
can
thing that I
wiggle
can
your
do,
foot now.
but it's kind of like a one-time...
Oh no,
per
save it.
game.
We're just getting, I mean, we're at the beginning.
Right, that's why I wanted to save it, but like...
Save it.
Okay.
Save it. This is really just getting off the table and getting things moving.
It seems a little bit harder than it thinking it should be.
Yeah, well, you know, they are holding us hostage after all.
Makes sense.
Thank
There
gosh.
we go.
Okay.
All right. You were able to wiggle yourself out of all of your bonds and are able to get up off the table.
Am I dressed? Like, do I have clothes?
You are in a hospital gown.
Oh.
But there is a like a metal box at the foot of each bed.
A footlocker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the one at the foot of my bed and see if my stuff's in it.
Okay, you do, and it is.
All right, pants. Also, my knife and an unloaded gun. I'm a terrible shot, but you can hit people with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So from your advantage point, you can actually see that there are a number of unconscious people that you recognize in here.
All Brotherhood?
Brotherhood. Actually, some of them are not. Some of them you don't recognize. One of them is a werewolf that is wolfed out.
Do I recognize him?
No.
Okay. I know a few werewolves. Hell, I probably know a lot of them. I've got some very, very weird things about supernat rights, but you know, that's just kind of my thing. Yeah, no, I'm coming. That, wait, that Jack? Yeah, okay. I saw you on the video. You look really good. I'm gonna just cut this suit off of you because I don't know how it works, and I'm worried that it's strapped somewhere, you know. So I'll be I'll very gingerly, you know, get him undone.
Okay. You're able to actually beat a 5 opposition to undo his straps and everything.
Sure, I can at least try that.
Sure.
I want to make it careful.
Careful's not my
It's
best
not great,
skill,
but I think he'd
might want
appreciate
to.
it.
Yeah, he will appreciate it. I'm going to be careful because, you know, I don't want to kill him.
Yeah. I appreciate
Also, I know he can electrocute me.
it. There you go.
5.
That's enough. Okay, Jack, you are your limbs are free. You're still in this suit, but your limbs are free. You can move about. Your hands are sort of webbed together, individual fingers and everything, but you can kind of get this so you can talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I go ahead and do that.
I was right.
So you have no memory of anything that happened before either?
I don't think any of us do. I got 2 more people to find. Lights are above their beds. This should be pretty easy.
Yeah.
Quiet though, okay?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm gonna check my locker too.
Okay. Yeah. You got stuff in there. You don't really see it like it. You're able to like open the handle
Oh,
of
it's
the
a
door.
combination.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because of your
But,
webbed hands.
But yeah, you're having a hard time figuring out how to get out of this stupid thing.
I walk up to Matthew's bed. I'm cutting you loose last. Purple Ninja still owes me $50.
That's fair.
And I go in and I cut her loose.
I go get a katana for the Purple Ninja and start cutting the rubber suit off.
Purple Ninja does not use weapons. Purple Ninja is weapon.
Fair enough. All right.
I got you. Hold on.
As you do, as you are doing that, and again a 5 to free her, you are looking around, and you notice that the floor is very dark and kind of soft.
Sod?
No,
Like covered in ninja guts?
well, there's that too. There is a wet bit towards the middle, and
Your feet squelch upon the floor.
yeah. The feet of the suit that you're wearing sort of sticks a little bit to the surface of the floor. It's like just kind of sticky.
Okay.
That's gross.
But for you, it just feels slightly. There's a little bit of give. To
Like
the floor.
a foam mat, like a thick.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Very dense.
Yeah, like a padded almost.
But
Okay.
it's not metal. It's not wood. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Scary. I
And
eventually go
so
over.
we have.
He rolled higher than 5, so
Yeah, I got an 8
You-
for
you are
her.
free, yeah.
I'm not going to use the careful. I'm gonna go with forceful for when I do math. Just because I'm really mad about that Purple Ninja thing. What? He was a homie.
Hunt. You said that person speaking was
Oh,
Matthew
yeah.
Hunt?
I got.
Mhm.
So you're that character.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1 on one of the dice, but I still made it.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
You don't have to do anything with that if you don't choose.
Groovy.
But you do succeed.
Excellent. So you're free.
Excellent.
Free!
I think I'm going to delete the loosened straps at this point because I'm not sure that. Well, I'll leave it out there.
I
in
might hit
case-
somebody with them. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. So we have spotlights over each bed, soft-ish floor, and you now see medical monitoring equipment in the room.
Softish floor.
Mm-hmm. So
Sounds gross.
yeah,
Well,
could be.
Yeah.
You want to examine it?
Well, I was just thinking about how I felt revulsion,
Oh yeah.
and I'm wondering if there's a. Yeah, I want to examine the floor.
Okay.
Anybody here good at research and development?
It's
Yes.
kind of like a rubber type
No?
foam, some kind of rubber foam type floor.
Okay.
Anybody got an R&D background? I don't remember.
High-ish.
High-ish?
Yeah.
So this medical equipment, is this for monitoring the people, or is it keeping them like in a coma?
Excellent question. I'm going to use my powers of observation to answer it.
Okay.
Thanks,
by the
bud.
way, the aspects, you can use it at any point. It doesn't cost you anything as long as it makes sense, right?
It costs you a faith die.
It costs you a faith die.
Yeah, to
That's
use
what
it.
I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
And since I got him to do that for me, can I give him the +2 that I would get by overcoming the obstacle if I make my roll?
Sure.
Since he's technically overcoming the obstacle for me, I think this is supposed to apply to his
Okay.
if I make it, but I think I still have to roll to give it to him. Unless I'm looking at that completely wrong. I'm not sure. I am cleverly overcoming an obstacle
I got a 1
with my
on my
social
discipline,
engineering.
but I got a 5 total.
Okay.
Squishy floor.
A 5 is enough to tell you that they are definitely monitoring the. Got you.
Yeah, I made it a 7.
They are definitely monitoring the vitals of everybody in the room. There's something else going on here, though, that you can't quite puzzle out. There's an extra function happening, and you can't make out what it was.
So, of all of the people in the room, I'd like to look around and see if all of the Brotherhood people I recognize are chapter leaders.
They are indeed.
Okay.
I'm going to give the group a group faith die for that.
Ooh.
Right. I had a feeling it was something like that. Good call. Good catch.
Yes.
All chapter
I mean, I would have figured it out.
all chapter leaders are given a sword,
What was the
right?
detail just then?
They are given a signature weapon.
Oh, okay. I seem to recall getting a sword bestowed upon me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think yours was a sword. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that in my locker?
It is not.
Do any of you have your chapter leader weapon?
No, I don't really carry it around though. I usually I keep it in a case. It's a gun. They gave me a gun.
Yeah.
I mean, what's a stupid chapter? They know I can't
You,
shoot for shit.
you're
Gabriel's
able to
an asshole.
remove the thing from your mouth, and it was just kind of a simple rubber type gag.
I probably would have taken that out before I untied you, so as not to be a complete shit.
This first.
Aha, so I have my weapon. Because my voice is my weapon.
I have my weapon too.
About
All
that
of you.
time, a door that apparently now you can hear opens at one end of the room, and a cart starts to get wheeled in, and there is
In the beds.
a tallish person that comes in wearing a white robe, and behind him he is pulling another cart, which stands, 5 feet tall, and it rolls on wheels, and it sort of sloshes, you can hear. And on the cart, there seems to be a couple of things like tools that are wrapped up and whatnot, and they go over to one of the figure acknowledges that there are lights on, checks his watch. You determine now that you can see a beard on his face, and says, and goes over to one of the tables, and the thing behind it, this is a tank of some kind, a clear tank filled with some kind of liquid, and there is a brain floating in it with cables coming out where the stem would be, cables coming out into this thing. And you hear, "Yes, that one will do fine." The figure nods to it and has his back to you, but starts to look down and kind of work.
This is probably my cue to kind of sidle toward that door a little bit. Hey, maybe we just, leave. No, not leave. I mean, go out there where he can't hear us so we can figure out what the heck is going on.
Yeah, okay. Is he dissecting that guy? Can you see?
He might be. It's not me. What do you want me to do? Get closer.
I can't even spread my fingers apart right now.
I got a knife if you.
I'd rather say.
It's Damascus. Don't chip it.
Okay.
It was a gift.
You're able to slice between your fingers, but
Just so we're clear, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Like you're miming right now.
Okay.
Always away from the mic.
Yeah.
Away.
Whatever.
This ought to do it.
But
Mumbly peg.
as you do it, these spidery type legs sort of come out and start grasping at the other side. And the other side is doing the same thing, and it's like pulling itself back together.
Dude, you're Venom. But
The worst kind.
well, yeah, like the Aquaman version. But whatever.
Is there something about the rest of
I'm
us
prophylactic
that's
venom.
different? Is there something about my body that's different?
No,
You look the
Just
same to
you.
me.
you look the same.
Weird.
Experiment with
He can shut off all
taking
the
other
power.
bits off, the thing that I assume is basically like a cowl.
Mm-hmm.
Does the same stuff happen?
Yeah.
Super.
So somebody really doesn't want you channeling too much electricity, which means that this place is probably underground or off the grid.
Okay.
Start noticing that the person in the coat is sort of like moving.
Okay, so meat puppet Krang.
So I really don't want to see any harm come to anybody from the Brotherhood.
I think it's too late for that. He's clearly cutting right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna open a portal underneath the feet of the surgeon guy.
I heard about it.
And how tall are the ceilings in this place?
I would say probably 20 feet. In this room.
Perfect. I'm gonna open the exit portal up on top of the ceiling. Just let him drop right in, let's say, on one of the empty tables.
Okay.
Going for a backbreaker.
Got it. Yeah, I don't think you have to roll for that, do you?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm not using my special one.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. So I think he's going to be able to defend against that. I think that's the way that's gonna work. He's gonna defend with being very oblivious to his surroundings.
Ruh-roh.
That seems like an odd way to defend against
I
this.
know. And using preternatural senses.
Oh, yeah.
A combination that obviously goes together.
Hold on. Can we, Well, it's your turn first, so I was gonna maybe brighten those spotlights up so he is distracted by them and blind him. You know, but
You could create an advantage to do that if you want.
that would help him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
Clever. Create an advantage. Since it's like electrically based and I'm not an electrical person, can I get you to do that?
I don't know how well
I would give you a +2 for it.
Well, I can certainly give it a shot, although my current predicament might prevent me.
You gotta learn how to get past this sometime. I mean, that suit's not coming off by itself. You gotta see if you can still use your powers. Try and juice up that light a little bit.
Okay, so Spark
You
of
can do
Innovation.
this, Jack.
Because Tesla is my role model, I get a +2 when I cleverly create advantages by building or manipulating electrical gadgets.
That seems like it's appropriate.
And
right
I got
now.
a 12.
Okay.
Okay, so I cleverly do it with my fringe.
Heck yeah!
Where's my D10? There we go. Okay. 10 plus 2, 12.
12.
Plus, yes.
And then go ahead and add a d6 for that, for what he gave you.
Okay. 1.
No, that's
I don't like you.
But he gets to invoke that aspect. We get to invoke that aspect now. I mean, I think we...
Yeah, it's enough to grant Jimmy a d6 for flashy lights.
And since I'm in front of members of the Brotherhood, I get a +2 because, oh my god, it's you. I do not want to embarrass myself more in front of these people. All right.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is. 25.
Damn.
Whoa.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, you did.
But you got demon dice you can use.
Yeah, I could. I'm saving those for something special.
Okay, but this doctor guy's gonna look like an ass when he falls through that portal. Are you sure you don't want to use at least one to try and save him?
He falls through the portal, and falls through the ceiling and lands on the table. You hear a crunch, and it sort of rolls off the table, and it was very successful.
What rolled off the table?
Subtle.
What rolled off the table? The brain?
This person.
Okay.
Yeah. And you hear, stupid. That was stupid. And
I thought that was pretty cool.
the
Yeah, don't let him talk to you like that.
Thanks, guys.
Kick his ass.
the big jar sprouts mechanical legs.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
I should have, because I wrote this character.
No, I totally did. I've been doing this job too long. That didn't even surprise me.
And says,
No idea what
you should not be awake.
Well, you shouldn't be cutting into me.
We'll go right back to bed. Like as soon as we're done, we had to get up to pee.
Why should we still be awake? Why should we not be awake?
You are dumb. I go now.
Can I like make my voice affect him answering me?
What, you mean like shatter the glass?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
like I
he's
was
in
gonna
a
say, isn't
glass
that jar
case.
made of glass?
What jar? Can you update me on the
Brain
jar?
in a jar with giant robotic spider legs.
That's what has spider legs. Got it.
Yes. Let me see if I can
I don't
find
want
a
to break
picture
it.
of
I don't know what's going on. I'm curious. As to
He just called you dumb.
He looks like this.
Aw, he's cute.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Super cute. Anyway.
And the one of the arms comes up and twists a cap off this bottle of clear liquid, and a spout opens up, and it just.
Oh, that's just sad. I mean, when you think about it, that thing has no liver.
He really needs a 7-Up.
You know that's not 7-Up.
Yes. So, what would you like to do?
I want to know why we should still be sleeping. I want to ask the brain that, and then use the Fey realm to affect my voice and make him feel like this brain should answer me.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
All right.
I get a +2 when I do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go
So
for
it
it.
says when I do this.
When I do this.
Yes.
When I do this, I get a plus.
I'm still figuring it all out. Okay, so I use these two things.
Yes.
Approach and a discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And
So social engineering probably, or fringe, because you're using your voice to do something cool.
Yes, I want to be clever about it.
and he's going to defend cleverly as well. But I think at this point he's going to be defending with alcoholism.
Right. He is clearly drunk.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I use your D10 again, please? Thank you. And I get a +2.
11.
13 total.
That's enough for me to tell you that you should not be awake because we have not figured it out yet. You should not be here.
Just us?
I'm going to go now and see about putting you back where you belong.
That's a good idea. We'll wait right here till you get back.
Try not to puke inside your big old fish tank.
Might be it starts to stagger.
You're gonna be fine. Doors this way. I'll kind of help guide him that way. You know.
Thank you.
No problem. And you want me to call you like a hallway Uber or?
No,
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Okay. Don't forget your keys.
Next one will be back. Do not interfere with his duties. He's got important work to be doing. It's good. It's
Guess
good.
what? You said duty.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, he's
That
wasted.
is good. The brain in the jar slams against the side of the wall.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Well, I'm going to sit down here for now.
Yeah. So.
And it sits down, and the legs fold out or fold back into it, and
Gross.
You know, I'm not an engineer, but I'm thinking that glass jar was some kind of design flaw. Anyone?
Yeah.
No.
Looks good.
Okay.
Just
so
in case he
aesthetically.
recovers, I'd like to tip the jar upend it, so the legs would be up in the air.
okay, you do so. It's heavy though.
Then I would like help.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Absolutely.
guys want to do that,
Hey, Jack, could you help him with that?
that's opposition 15 to turn him upside down.
Well, I will have a really good grip on the surface. So, is it less if I'm helping him?
No.
But it's a combined thing.
It's a
right?
combined thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So let's see.
Oh, God.
Forceful
Yep.
and
Oh, actually, yeah, I'll.
Just cuz.
I mean, should I help them?
I'm just
Why
trying
would
to
you
figure
look
the
at it
physics of
just
this.
cuz?
Yeah, I think
So,
just cause.
what I'm going to do, I don't think I'll need your help for this. I'll open a portal below it, a portal above it, get it going like real fast through, then plant another portal right next to it, so it shoots up upside down, and then remove both portals so it lands on its top.
Why?
Okay. That's kind of effed up. I like it.
sure.
Let's call that still a DC, still an opposition 15. Because that's a lot of like math.
Sure.
Larry, I didn't take your jacket. Sorry. Larry Dixon.
Is that Larry Dixon's jacket?
It's not Larry Dixon's jacket.
It's your jacket.
Right. I have trouble buttoning this up, and I'm a very, very skinny man.
I've definitely seen it before.
Yeah, see? Oh, you were there when I bought it because it was when we were singing at that wedding.
Oh my gosh,
I
yeah.
don't care about flipping this guy upside down this much.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Let's get out of here. He's drunken brain guy. It's fine.
No. Okay, we woke up. How many minutes has it been since we woke up?
It's been about 10 minutes.
Okay. Theories.
Good call.
Theories. You're all chapter leaders. We probably have ideas of what's going on. What's most likely scenario? Or least likely scenario?
I recognize the brain guy. He's the head of Monster.
Okay.
He's one of the heads of Monster.
Yeah,
I read it
Head of
in
Monster.
this book.
Okay, tell me about Monster. Not that I don't know already.
After the Brotherhood beat the Order, and they were all dead. All dead.
You too? Okay. How do you think I get all that time
All the
off?
unaffiliated bad guys kind of teamed up, became this big group called Monster. It's an acronym that stands for something that was ridiculously long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, but, I mean, are they all bad?
They're bad guys.
Okay.
They exist to protect each other from us. So
Yeah, I'm saying...
they're bad.
I'm
from
just
our
saying that
perspective.
we've been so... I'm just saying that we as a group have been so heavy-handed over the last 800 years that we have created a group of evil monsters.
This is true.
This is so Batman, yes.
But they were cutting a dude open so a giant brain could do something
Well, they were-
bad to it. None of that sounds like
In
good
their
guy
defense,
stuff.
we are their sworn enemies.
Okay, so that's that guy. You recognize him.
Okay, so we know Monster's probably behind it. Okay, so we left ourselves messages.
We are left ourselves messages, and also, apparently, we are prevented from using our big bad, power.
I think that's just you.
No, it's her. She had her voice gagged or her mouth gagged. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not gagged anymore.
So not gagged.
Here's a little something to keep the demon hunters from getting corn dogged. #Faith.
Thank you.
All right.
Yay!
Yeah, I used my voice to ask why we should still be sleeping.
No, I know. What I
Yeah.
mean is that we woke up with the aspect of our abilities. We were
Right.
prevented from using them.
Right.
You're wearing a dampening suit, and she had a gag. The gag has been removed. We don't know how to get that suit off you yet.
Yeah.
I'm
this
guessing
time-
sound waves could probably do it because that's how it works in the comic books.
I could sing it off.
Yeah, we could
Hey!
just have Zila shouting it.
Well, that
Well, I'm ready to
probably.
go.
Want to try it?
Yeah, I'll try and sing off your
We
suit.
should probably get out of here
Oh,
first,
sure.
because that wouldn't be very, very loud.
Well, we know there's
So
no bad
smart.
guys in here.
A lot of her stuff is just at a subsonic frequency.
All right.
We wouldn't even be able to hear it. On the other hand, there's some notes that'll make us shit our pants. So, you roll the dice on this
So
one.
Simon and I are going to step out in the hallway.
I really wish.
That's
I could
the
cross my
first thing
fingers
you've
right
said
now.
that I've liked. Let's go.
Okay,
All right.
good.
and if-
Sing off his suit here.
If any of
You carry
the
earplugs? I do.
if any of the bits start trying to break apart and knit back together, I'm going to try to basically use a lightning fast ability to get out of it as soon as possible.
Okay.
I'm going to wait and see if her thing succeeds first, but it doesn't. If it doesn't seem like it's going to, I'm going to go as fast as I can.
Got it. All right, you'll got it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. Quickly.
Yeah.
We'll quickly do this. I assume it's my Fae thing.
Sure. Yeah, it sounds very Fae-like.
It does sound very Fae-like. Okay. And do I get any plus things? +2? No. Yeah. Which one of my stunts best applies to this?
I might be able to give you my +2 since I basically made you guys do all this stuff.
You stepped out of the room.
Yeah, I did step out of the room.
Oh, I gain a +2 and I quickly create an advantage using my Fae powers. An emotion.
It sounds like you're attacking the suit.
Okay, I'm attacking the suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
This went well.
I rolled an 8 total of 8 here.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be
Oh no.
working.
Oh no, what if I add one of these?
Well, I mean,
Friends.
that could help. That could help the situation.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, excellent. So right about that time,
Oh no.
the figure that fell out of the ceiling gets back up.
Sorry, Jack.
Back in the room that we're standing in.
A
Yeah.
hashtag
Not
upper
us.
hand seems like it could be fun.
Hashtag what?
Upper hand.
Upper hand.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
so
you, sweet Paximo.
one.
Oh my gosh, that's my nickname for her too. Say what?
So
What does upper hand do?
upper hand.
gives free invokes on stuff, right? Or
Oh,
yeah.
everything. Sweet.
Yeah, so you have a free invocation on all the situation aspects that are, that are in play at the moment.
yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. That's a really, really good power.
Yeah, awesome. So I am
you.
spending 4 demon dice. I have rolled them. Things are about to happen.
Did any of it do anything?
I'm about to get to
Okay.
that. This is happening right in the center of
Yeah,
that.
basically, you guys were in the hallway getting that done. We walked back into the medical room to get away from the blast as the dude's waking up.
Right.
So the thing that fell out of the ceiling gets up. He saunters over to the body that he was working on, and 5 more of people in
Lab coats?
lab coats, yes, are coming down the hall at you.
Oh,
Okay.
great. Must be feeding time.
And so you have 5 people who are approaching you, and you go ahead and do what you're going to do.
Yeah, like so if the suit was at all kind of like separating, I was going to kind of quickly get out of it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna my lightning fast metabolism to because it had the word lightning in it, and and
I see what you
lightnings are
did
quick. And my metabolism moves really fast, and so is my body. Right about now.
That sounds right.
Okay.
You do have 2 faith die pool here. You could use one of those if you like.
I was wanting to know if I can use that loosen straps move.
Yeah, you could do that.
Is that another D6?
Yeah, that adds a d6 to it.
Super duper. All right.
Loosen straps. Oh yeah, because you're loosening the suit, and yeah, that makes sense.
Cool.
Those are his straps. Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah, you did.
All right. All right.
Keep
So
on.
we got 18 and a 19.
Hey, that's enough. You are able to zip yourself right out of this thing. The suit crumples to the floor. You're now standing naked in the room.
Why, yes, I am. Look what I can do.
The suit itself
Human body.
disintegrates into these spider-like things and begins spreading out into the room.
These
Oh,
spider
that's probably
things.
good. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Those look like aspects to me.
Spider-like rubber
Bots.
things.
Can we call them rubber bots?
Rubber bots?
Rubber bots?
Yeah, rubber bots.
Maybe rubber butts.
All right.
They're like the Terminator of prophylactics.
Yeah.
Where do they go?
They just seem to be spreading out into the room at the moment, just like in all directions.
Okay.
Yeah, spiders aren't gross.
Yeah. You were able to retrieve your clothes and, that if you want.
Yeah,
You don't have to.
I'll go ahead and do that. But while I'm padding over there, the spongy floor, do I notice something about it that I maybe
You
not noticed
immediately
before?
recognize that it's rubber.
Okay.
It's a rubber floor.
Is there anything that I noticed now that I didn't notice before, other than it being rubber? Like maybe a hum or something being held at bay, or I can't, it's preventing me from touching it for some reason, and I can feel the separation.
Right.
Is it made of spiders?
Is it made of spiders? Yeah.
That's an excellent question.
That's a very good question. I don't know the answer to that. You'll have to make a roll.
Well, all right.
If you roll high enough, he will suddenly know the answer.
It's true. While that's happening, the figure that is over the one body now is now kind of doing this thing again.
Yeah, I'm going to make my way over so I can at least see what he's doing. And also get a better look at him. Like, what the hell is this guy?
Right.
Humans don't move like that.
Yeah.
It's probably a
If you're a human, you are a garbage
14.
person.
14. That is enough. You are able to determine that this room is actually metal, but it is insulated all over the bejesus place, probably because of you.
Which one is the bejesus place?
Yeah, the whole thing is a bejesus place. And you look around and you do see with the light that there is foam padding all over this room. But you feel the metal underneath.
Okay.
You sense it around you. You do sense through the electronics that there is quite a bit more to this place. And that's electronic as well.
Okay.
Has he shared this information with us?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Cool.
This whole place is metal. They've insulated the entire thing. Maybe because of me, maybe because another one of these chapter leaders, maybe a bit of both.
No, you're the only electro guy.
Well,
they did it because of you. This is all your fault.
Sure.
That's unlikely.
You look over and this person's face, it had a doctor's mask or whatever on it, but it's now down.
Yeah.
And the face has split down the center and it has been peeled aside, bloody mess and all. And these blackened tentacles, like lots of them, have come out and are seeping into various places into this person's body. And it's sort of jerking it up, pulling it and whatnot. Doesn't seem to be like eating pieces of it or anything. It just seems to be doing, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I'm going to use my encyclopedic knowledge of monsters to try and figure out what the hell this thing is, or failing that, what the hell type of thing this is.
Weird creepy thing from Blade 2.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I got that, but that doesn't mean it's a vampire.
Sure.
This could be, a creature of the Fae. It could be something from a Cthulhu land. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This could be one of Santa's elves just gone rogue. What? It could be.
Yeah.
There's a reason we don't fuck with the North Pole.
Santas are not to be messed with.
That's right.
Oh, you thought there was just one? Okay. No, I wish, but no. It's not social engineering. It's mystic arts or research and development. Mystic arts if it's a supernatural creature, which clearly with the tentacles it must be. Unless it's alien, then it would be research and development. But either way, I roll a 4. So.
Okay. You adding demon dice?
You're with me, right?
Yes.
Are you any better at this stuff than I am?
I mean,
Wait, so you went in the room. You went back.
They're in
We
the
went
hallway.
back.
We
They're
went
in the
in the
hallway.
room.
We're in the room.
Okay, got it.
Still in the room. I didn't move. I don't think.
We went out into the hallway to
Oh,
get
to
away
do
from
the-
to do the thing.
Yeah.
The suit thing happened
And then
in
we
the
went back-
hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Okay, I'm with
Okay.
you now.
Oh, and I'm gonna invoke the spotlight since I've got a really good view of him.
Okay, yeah, that seems to work. Okay, spotlight.
Oh. No, not you.
8?
8 is enough. So
Fill our lives with love. I was born in the 70s.
that's right. It could be a couple of things. Number one, it could be some sort of horror from beyond that has inhabited a person's flesh. You've heard of this happening before.
Oh, yeah.
In the context of monster, doesn't seem like their MO though, and he clearly seems to be working with monster or serving them.
Bugman in a skin suit?
Possibly, yeah.
An
Could be
Edgar
Bugman
suit?
in a skin suit.
Bugman in a
Could be
skin suit.
also sea creature in a
Oh,
skin
yeah,
suit.
these have some crustacean qualities.
Okay.
Crab people.
Mutants could be.
Nebula.
Could be.
That's me every time.
Yeah, could be some kind of mutant. Could be some sort of experiment, spliced.
Was I good enough to determine whether magical or fairy or technological?
Not Fae.
For
sure, not Fae. Possible technology, bioengineering. Possible just creature that can inhabit someone's skin.
But it's clearly not like undead, for example.
It's not undead.
And it's not a construct.
It's not a construct.
It's
It's
an arthropod
living,
with a skin suit.
It is a living creature.
But that's not its face.
That's not its face.
Got
yes.
it. Skin suit is definitely a factor.
I want
Yeah,
to thank the person in chat who corrected Christian that it is never aliens. Because there are no aliens.
We don't know that.
Because, as they say, the canon guy said there are no aliens. Hi, I'm the canon guy.
The
For all
cannon
you know, that
guy.
just means you have a cannon to shoot
I'm
down
fine with that
ideas
too.
with.
All right. More of these creatures
Oh.
have entered the room now. There are now 6 of them total.
I'm going with insect hive mind.
And now they seem rather hostile. They're like,
Whoa, guys, line back up, inspection's not over yet. I'm Scooby-Dooing the fuck out of these guys.
roll it.
Help me out here, brother. Whoa.
I'm going with mob of weirdos and defending with hive mind.
That certainly seems rational to
I'm
me.
going to create an advantage real quick for you.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Drawing on my knowledge of the Demon Hunters movies, shorts, comics, games, short fiction, and reasonably priced merchandise available at Dead.Market.
Also, you know that I'm played by Christian Doyle, which probably helps.
So I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna say, guys, Monster Head Office sent us down here to make sure you're all doing a good job. So if you line up for inspection, we'll check you right off.
This is an undercover op. Inspection is in progress.
So I'm gonna try to
Flash
give us
them a
a
thumbs
feel
up.
of authority.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So I
Like
will.
we're supposed to be doing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
enhance
I'll
it
just
with,
make that a 10.
I'll enhance it with my irresistible Aussie accent.
Oh, very sly.
5, 6, and 6, 13.
All right.
Needed the 10, so that'll...
Yeah, you beat the 10. And they're like, faces explode out. And
Is that your inspection face?
Feeling
All right.
revulsion.
I am going
And
to...
they,
I'm going to go ahead and make my roll now. I'm assuming I got the bonus.
they all back up against the wall.
Much revulsion.
So what's my? I created an advantage.
What do you want to call it?
Call it
Air of
air
authority?
of authority. That's the word I was looking for. Air.
You got it, Mark?
There you go. Don't bother putting a number because he's using it.
Yeah. But
For what? Now, what am I using?
Oh, I don't know. What were you gonna do?
Well, I was
just
I
backing
was
you
trying
up.
to get them to do what you were having them do, but now that they're there, I'm going to use that to my advantage
Okay.
because it's an advantage that you've created. They're all lined up in a perfect line. I got to do something to them.
Yeah.
Like, it would be stupid not to at this point. Let me see. I don't have anything but an unloaded gun and a knife.
I'm dressed at this point, though.
But now that I've got, I want to make sure that they're shoulder to shoulder, and I start looking them up and down. And I'm going to sucker punch the lot of them, Indiana Jones style.
Domino.
Yeah, and I'm going to invoke my aspect of sucker punch.
Okay.
Because that's apparently one of my abilities. I'm really good at being a dick in general, and that includes in combat. So that's a die that I use with my faith die, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then combat and tactics, because that's a thing. And I'm being clever, so I'm going to take that cleverness. And I think those are the dice I roll before I decide to add demon type to it or not. Oh wait, what do we have that I use?
Medical monitoring equipment. And rubber floor.
I assume you're using the Air of Authority here?
Yes.
And I'm gonna throw my whole body into it and land on the rubber floor.
And you do have two faith dice out here that are just...
Isn't that
call more aspects?
Yeah, I can call more aspects?
Yes.
Yep, of your own. Or anything up there.
Yeah. We got spider-like rubber bots or metal insulated room.
And what are the things that the chat has purchased for us again?
Yeah, so we have you also have a +1.
That's true.
If I want to use that, right?
Yep. You have 2 faith dice to invoke aspects, either your own personal ones to add to that, or some.
I'm already using Sucker Punch.
You can use
more than one.
You can use more than one.
This is let me help me help you.
There you go.
Because I'm putting them in a situation where they're all grouped together, so I can give them a proper and quick inspection, and they can get their jobs done on time.
Very good. Okay, we will use one of your faith dice, team faith dice.
Oh, and faith die. That's. I can use that for that because that's for the team one. So 11.
Oh, wow.
That could be anywhere. What's it?
What kind is it?
No. Should I look or roll? I'm rolling. All right. So 16.
All right. Well, that is a success with style. What the hell are you doing?
I was doing my Indiana Jones punch
yes,
on a lot of
yeah.
them. I'm like, okay, just line you up right here. Make sure you're shoulder to shoulder. All right, I'm going to take a look over here, and what's that over there? Make sure you look at the little buddy. Boom!
Dominoes right all over. And they are out.
Okay, Matthew.
Hey,
If you
good
ever
job.
tell anybody that I can fight, I will kill you.
All right. At this point, the other guy. Well, the other guy had joined him. Yeah.
Right.
They're all out.
And I start picking them up and moving them to empty beds.
Way to go on those oyster faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great name for them.
Sure. Clam faces?
Oh, I don't know. That seems a little.
Yeah.
All right. So you have a brain in a jar, a room full of chapter leaders that are unconscious, and other smattering of people that you may or may not recognize.
Yeah. Strap and crab people to the beds we were strapped
Crab
to.
people.
That's a good idea.
Strap them down.
Strapped and crab people to the bed.
Okay, have we determined that
Might
the
have
rest
to
of the
double up a
chapter
couple
leaders
of
are
them.
unwakeable?
No, we have not. Why don't we go ahead and do that right now?
Okay. You don't have to spend any dice because I will tell you that any dice you do spend will result in the same
Outcome?
outcome, and that is that no one is able to wake up. You do recognize, however,
Like the brain guy said.
that the person who was trying to be woke up, or the person that the guy had tentacles in, you look a little closer, and it's Gabriel from Omega 15.
No shit.
This is awesome.
Totally.
Move your head a little bit.
I'd like to raid his trunk in front of his bed.
Okay.
See what's in there.
Yeah.
Can we have a little backstory on who Gabriel is?
Move your head to the left.
That's Gabriel.
Let me look in this book.
That's good.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
So what?
He is a chapter leader of Omega 15. Once used to be the head of the top chapter of all time, Alpha 1.
And then Vancouver happened.
And
Yeah.
from my perspective, he is the star of the entire Demon Hunter series. So this
wow.
is big for me.
From my perspective, he's the only one that fucks up worse than me, which is why I still have a job.
Yeah.
And why I'm currently not leading Omega 15.
So
This might also tell you some sort of information about the situation as well. I'll just leave it that his presence tells you a lot.
His presence does tell us a lot.
Yes.
Well,
that
let's
just
figure out what. I got
makes
dirt
so
on
much
all these
sense.
guys, so
I would like to raid his footlocker for a souvenir.
Yeah. You find one of his crosses.
Okay, I will take it
All right.
and cherish it always.
that is so creepy. I took his knife once.
So is Gabriel also in a similar situation that we found ourselves in with
Yes.
nursing?
Yes.
Where?
Is there anything special about the way he's chained up?
No. He was chained up very similar to you and you. Although his medical gown was sort of on backwards, so it was pulled open
in the front.
In the front, and the squid guy was tentacling his chest.
Okay.
Well, if he wakes up, I'm never letting him live that down.
I get his jacket out of the footlocker and cover his crotch to maintain his modesty because I respect the man too much.
Okay. That's fair.
I don't get you, Hunt.
Therefore, I don't trust you.
All right. Well, the door is open. Yeah. Well. And you have a room full of people, and you still don't know what to
I'm
do.
guessing time loop. Who wants to go Groundhog Day style time loop? Anyone voting on that now?
And you have a little over an hour left.
Oh yeah, there's a time limit on this thing.
Yes, there is.
Oh man. Okay.
So all those guys are out.
Mm-hmm.
There's
We
nothing.
chained him up.
There's no one around.
Where did they come from? From the same
Down that hallway
places
out
the
that
originals?
door.
Yeah.
So they just snuck by Zella and she didn't say anything.
What do you mean snuck by?
That's where you were.
I didn't know they were
The
there.
only
I would
aliens
have
who
a.
exist are aliens who knit. Alien knitters, if you will. Hashtag demon.
Oh, thank you.
No one snuck by me.
Thank you, Alien Knitter. That was very helpful.
Okay, so probably we've already searched this room pretty head to toe, right? Was that correct? Would be correct? We've searched this room and gained
Yes.
any kind of information we could glean out of it.
Right.
All right. So I guess we move along then. I mean, because we had a time limit and we can't really do
Whatever
anything.
we're going to find out probably is not in this room.
Right.
In fact, we should be out of here.
All right, let's move.
As we
Okay.
slip out, I replace Gabriel's head scarf with my own. Swap them.
Dude, you know that's completely
Nobody
creepy.
saw. You were all on the way out the door.
I have
Makes it down
total
and sniffs it.
situational
Dude,
awareness.
God damn it.
Yes. Okay, so you go down the hallway, and in here, it is pretty much a metal hallway. There's no rubber flooring or anything in here. Clearly, they were not expecting you to get this far. And you walk down the hall, and it opens up into a larger room that kind of goes down. There's some stairs on the side, but in front of you is this rounded, transparent, looks like viewport or something, with girders reinforcing in between. But you can see beyond, and it is confusing as hell because either you are very deep under the ocean, or you are in you're in a place where the sky makes no sense. It is a coloration that is not on Earth. And there are strange structures outside. And again, they look like they could be these ancient, they look like they're ancient ruins of some kind, or ancient buildings, but it's hard to tell whether or not, again, you're underwater or in some other realm.
There are no aliens in the Demon Hunters universe.
Can I use my thirst of knowledge to recognize the columns at all? My insatiable thirst of knowledge. Do I have some memory bank
you could
of
try
this?
that.
Okay, I'm gonna try it cleverly. Research and development. Sure. Sure. Okay.
That sounds doable.
Awesome. Do you have a D4 readily available?
I do.
Awesome.
And if they're like
10.
super ancient, and if they were ever on Earth, you could use your Fey fringe discipline too, I would think.
Would that be better in this situation? Yes.
It's not very Fey-like.
It's not Fey-like.
No.
Okay. I'll stick to what I was doing. Ooh. 11 here.
Okay. It definitely feels sort of otherworldly, extra-dimensional.
Okay.
But you do know that does exist at the bottom of the sea in some locations. But it also could be that you are in another dimension right now.
Okay, so the creatures could be sea-like. We could be in a sea-like area, and this could be underwater.
I'm assuming my phone gets 0 signal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. But I can still access my photos that I have on my phone, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna go back and look at pictures specifically of my chapter members and see if like any of the backgrounds in fish sticks photos look like this to make sure we're not in Atlantis.
Okay. You confirm you are not in Atlantis.
All right. We're definitely not in Atlantis, guys. You're welcome.
But it could be some other underwater location.
Yes. And before you, there is a gentleman with long brown hair that's pulled back into a ponytail. He is standing at a dais looking out the window, and he turns his head very slightly and says, I wondered if that was going to wake you up.
I think I figured it out, guys. We've traveled back to 1994 when that haircut was okay.
What woke us up?
There was a small mishap along our journey. You were supposed to be healing. That apparently woke you up.
I don't know exactly what kind of bedside matter in hospital situations you've seen before, but what was happening in there did not seem like a healing environment.
No, that would require consent of all parties.
Yes, I know that can be very confusing, but rest assured, I have your consent.
We heard that from our video.
Why don't we remember anything?
It is part of the treatment.
So I'm lost, guys.
What treatment? What?
I can't stop looking at the ponytail.
I know, right?
Okay, so let's pretend that for whatever reason this plan didn't work, and now we're awake and talking to you. So why don't you fill us in on what's going on and what should have happened?
Well, I can tell you some things, but if I were to tell you, the most important thing, you would die.
That seems fair. We know we're in on this, whatever it is.
Yes.
But from what we've seen, it sucks.
Yeah.
So any info would be great.
It's pretty terrible. You are, how should I put this? Infected.
Delicately?
Infected.
Oh, good. That's wonderful.
Yay.
Zombies? Are we zombies?
No.
Vampires? Werewolves?
Syphilis?
Hard to tell.
Electro mummies?
The jury is out.
But we're infected.
You are infected.
How do you know?
Because everyone is.
What?
Like everyone
What
in
are
the
we
world?
doing?
Yes.
Everyone in the world, see? We are a disease.
But what happens when you're infected?
I cannot tell you.
Is that the detail that would kill us?
Part of it. All I am merely your navigator to get you through this difficult time.
Where are we?
I cannot tell you that either.
1994.
Why do we have a time limit?
Because all things end in time.
Time limit before everything blows up.
I'm not aware of this.
Oh yeah, we got like hour.
Yeah, that's what the video
Shit
said.
shit goes bad in an hour. By the way, are we in a time loop? Because I've been wondering about that.
He's been talking about it a lot.
Yeah, I figured like
Well,
if we had to leave ourselves messages, right, then we had to have done it. Unless we had to go back in time to do it, and like we're doing the same thing over and over again and failing because we end up right here talking about this exact thing. Maybe we should move on.
Is that what it is?
He's not saying anything. That's a good sign. That's a super good sign.
Are we underwater?
I will leave that to your own judgment. But while you're awake, you have the run of the ship.
Ship. It's a ship.
Ships can be a lot of things.
Well, it doesn't have sails, right?
Whatever it is that you need, I hope that you are able to find it.
Yeah. Do you have a pair of like good sturdy scissors around here?
Probably. Some of
Excellent.
our surgeons may have some of those.
Cool. I'll see if I can find some from them.
All right. Well,
Who are those cats in the room in there?
the medical staff.
Sure, let's call them medical staff.
Why are they
How
wearing people
essential
suits?
are they?
What are they doing? Tell us everything about them.
I can't.
Is that
But they're wearing people suits, right?
It is their way.
Yeah,
They
that's
didn't-
creepy.
they weren't exactly eating anyone? They were kind of like hooking them up to their face and sucking. Or they? Okay,
I think they were
I
more
should
like-
rephrase.
Probably. Jinx.
They were hooked up to certain places on the patients.
No, actually, you
right?
made that sound worse.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, or you keep going.
Oh, okay. So what were they doing? Were they trying to get rid of the contagion?
We'll go with that. Yes.
It is the best our tiny minds can comprehend.
I'd like to use my powers of emotion in my voice to try and get just a little bit more detail about what they were doing.
Sing to him. I have a feeling with that haircut, he probably plays the saxophone.
Yeah, I sing a little. What were they really doing?
All right. Give me a
That's my
roll.
song. Okay, I need those 10s again. Clever with my Fey powers. Oh, is this would this be a crowd control +2 to my roll situation?
No, it's
Okay,
not quite a crowd.
you're right. You're right. You're right.
Well,
10. I rolled a 10.
Okay. And he will attempt to defend,
Please don't try to defend yourself.
but not very well, I'm afraid. Says, all right, well, I do feel for your predicament, and I am sorry to tell you that it is very grave. You have to find the cure. Because, well, see, we were just biding time. You were not supposed to wake up. Someone else was going to develop the cure. They have turned on this ship.
Can we turn it off again?
No. You misunderstand me. They have turned against us.
There's a
They
mutiny?
have.
If it's a ship, yes.
Your organization partnered with other organizations that it normally would not have in order to find a common cure.
This is exactly what I always hoped for. You know that, right?
And it is not going well.
The cure, the find for the cure is not going well.
Or the partnership is not going well.
The partnership is not going well.
Is that why there's only Brotherhood agents in the beds and none of you guys? Or are we kept in separate rooms?
I am not at liberty to say, but you may be surprised at who is actually in that room.
I already was surprised once by who was in that room.
Myself.
But
I met Gabriel.
There is something that I must attend to and divert my attention to. So if please go about your business.
Yeah.
But I need to prepare for what is coming.
thank you, most helpful guide ever.
Why do I feel like he's going into a recording session to do How Am I Supposed to Live Without You?
a monitoring, some sort of status board shows up onto the screen here, and it is in characters you do not recognize.
Oh.
Oh.
Based on
Is it the same?
based on the character changing and stuff, does anything seem like a countdown?
Yes.
All right.
Can I create an advantage with my ability to manipulate electrical gadgets to change the font to something we can understand?
Yeah, you can certainly try that. That sounds awesome.
All right. So how do I do that?
This would actually probably be more of an overcome roll.
Okay.
And again, approach plus discipline. You can enhance it however you like. The system computer is going to defend because it doesn't like intruders. And it's going to defend by
clever or flashy?
yeah.
higher?
Laser defense mechanisms.
It has laser defense.
It has laser defense mechanisms.
Ooh, I can be flashy too. All right.
Oof.
And the wall says pew pew pew.
Would this be the fringe discipline since I'm using?
Yeah, that seems pretty fringy.
Alrighty, and I get a +2.
+2.
What is 0, 0?
That's a 10.
That's a 10. Okay, so that would be a 17.
Holy crap. Well, that beats my 9 by a lot.
8.
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
I was trying to help.
Yeah. All right. It does. And on the screen, it says countdown to kaiju attack.
Kaiju?
God damn it.
That's the word you just said?
Mm-hmm.
Who are they? Do I know?
Giant monsters.
Yeah, Godzilla?
Right, I knew that.
You've heard of Godzilla?
Uh-huh.
It's like that.
Right. I knew that because I have an insatiable thirst for knowledge.
That's why you asked the question.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah.
I was testing you all.
Yeah. So there, and you appear to be. Yeah, and he's got battle schematics up, and he's preparing weapons online, and that's
He being
The ship?
the guy.
The guy.
ponytail.
Ponytail.
Ponytail is using the ship to fight this kaiju
Yeah.
with its advanced weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. We're gonna die.
Right.
Does the countdown equate to our countdown that we've got?
It does.
Okay.
Okay, so you've all seen movies with these things, right? We know that any kind of airplane or airship or anything involved in fighting this thing is going to be exploded and chewed, yes?
Sure.
So you're saying we need our own kaiju? Because that's what fights against them and wins.
That's true.
So is there one of those?
Let's go exploring, I guess.
Can you maybe charm a giant moth to help us? That's not really what you do, is it?
Yeah, of course it is. That's part of what I do.
All
This
right.
is why you're one of my
Great.
favorite people.
I
Now all
love
we need is a
charming
giant
moths.
moth. All right.
I mean, do we really want that to happen?
Any other useful information from the
The screen says Captain Renard is the person who's been typing and it's communicating. The ship is communicating to. So
And
you're-
suddenly Matthew Hunt knows why he has a ponytail.
yeah.
This guy I don't recognize. I think he must be one of Don's OCs.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, his name's Reynard and he has a ponytail.
Right. Been working on the way he speaks a bit, actually. Okay, so
That's an excellent question, Larry.
so we're now confident that Renard is definitely on our side or definitely not on our side now, because it seems like the big bad that we need to worry about is this countdown to giant kaiju.
Kaiju.
If we live that long, it
Gesundheit.
sounds like we're all dying from something.
Right. So
Knowledge-based.
it seems as though he's trying to prevent that, which is what we obviously want to do.
Uh-huh.
So we can assume that he's probably not the double cross guy, right?
So should we untie his surgeons?
There is really no reason for that right now. They've got less than an hour to live anyway. They might as well sleep comfortably while it's happening.
What did he say? He said contagion? Or what? Did he say that? What did he actually say?
He said we are infected.
Yes.
Infected.
He said infected.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that could mean other things, right?
That could be just another to add to the list as far as I know.
Okay.
I've been taking pills for it, though.
No,
I cleared up.
good for you. That's very responsible.
I have to be responsible.
So infected. What can infected mean? Obviously, it can mean infected, like some sort of disease or something like that to an actual body. Can it mean other things?
Yeah, it can mean all sorts of things. The guy was being intentionally vague because apparently, if we know enough to get the job done, we die.
Yeah, the fact that it's knowledge-based makes me think some kind of mimetic infection or...
Well, look at the 4 of us that woke up. Maybe that has something to do with it. Like,
Yeah.
if they wanted ass kicking, they probably would have woke up Gabriel.
True. And not
But
for
clearly
nothing.
they wanted leadership and intelligence, so they didn't wake up Gabriel.
Not for nothing, but knowing stuff about you guys is kind of my thing.
That's weird, because it's also kind of my thing, although I think for very
We
different
should
reasons.
be better friends.
I don't disagree. Specifically because I have absolutely no dirt on you, except that I know you came from a different dimension.
I want to take a look outside the window again, and the buildings. You keep on saying underwater kind of thing. What is the hue of the environment outside?
It is a bluish green.
Okay.
And in various, depending on how you turn your head, your sort of peripheral vision, purples and pinks sort of can coalesce around the sides of your vision as you're looking through these things. It seems like everywhere you turn, it's primarily this blue-green color, but there are other color spectrums that seem to come in, and you would think that it would be directed by a light source of some kind, but it seems to, unless you're just directed right at some particular light source, it seems to move with your vision. So the coloring, so it looks like wherever you're looking at, there's always a light source, and there's always some kind of, patchy coloring on the edge of your vision.
Cool,
Okay.
weird.
Still less a window than a view screen.
Does anything happen when I poke the window to the environment outside in our building?
No.
And
Anybody want to stick their head outside and see what happens?
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Ah, there you are.
the buildings that we apparently saw that could be buildings and they could not be. Are they definitely man-made, or are they just things that are just bric-a-brac that's outside that could be buildings?
I see what you're asking. They look manufactured.
Okay.
No ifs, ands, or buts. There are distinct geometry to it.
That one looks like a boob.
Would you say the angles are non-Euclidean?
Not necessarily.
I like
Some
that
of them
question
maybe,
a lot.
Okay. So
there are no one-eyed things walking around out there, though. So.
well, how about you said we had free reign of the ship?
Let's check that. Let's pull up a schematic of the ship first, if we can.
Oh, I bet I could do something like that.
Ooh.
How would I go ahead and do that? I can use the monitor that we saw before.
You could use that tablet over there.
Use the
Oh,
tablet.
handy. All right, great.
I'm using the monitor. Back off.
Use the tablet. Use the tablet.
All right.
Over
Is the tablet need to be changed in any way?
No, it's right there.
Okay.
And what are you looking for?
I wanted to look out for blueprints, schematics, where we are in relation to other places.
Okay, you appear to be in a almost globe-like ship. where you are, where you're standing is probably in the center, off to one side with a viewport. There are various rooms and levels to this place. You're right about in the middle of the ship itself. There is in the center an elevator shaft that goes in both directions, and it appears that your insight was correct in that there are other medical holding rooms on board. And
Oh, we should go check some of
Yeah,
those
let's go
out.
check those out. Maybe we can find a cipher and get it online. Not that I rely on those things. I still feel naked without one.
okay.
Naked.
Oh, speaking of.
Oh no, I'm clothed.
Okay, good. Chat was concerned that you were just wandering around in sunglasses.
No.
Not
All right.
this time.
Where do you go?
Let's see, we're in the middle.
Yep.
Let's check the. I want to check the medical things. I don't know what you want to do.
Okay, great.
Okay. So you get on an elevator and go up or down.
They're both up and down. Okay. How about up?
Up, yeah.
Okay,
Good
go
call.
up one level. You open the elevator shaft opens up, or the door, and you enter this hallway almost very similar to the floor you were on for a few feet, and then it opens up drastically to this massive room, that is approximately 30 feet ceiling in here. And you see this whole room is actually lined with these beds, and there are various medical personnel inspecting each one. But most notably, right in the center of the room, looks like Ed 209 from RoboCop.
Nice. See, I knew there'd be a cipher down here.
It, on its two legs, turns around and in a female voice says, "You're not supposed to be out of your bed. Return immediately
Oh,
or
no.
face the consequences.
We have run of the ship now.
Return to your bed."
Crap. What rhymes with orange again? It works on robots. Nope, it knows that one. Okay.
So there are other floors. Maybe we don't need to worry about the one with the battle bot.
I gotta get a look at one of these guys. If they're Brotherhood guys in here too, then we know something's up.
We'll take a quick gander because I don't think she's gonna allow us to be here for very much.
Right, so we just back away.
All right. Hey, so
We
we're
will-
tired.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
leaving.
If you're
now.
awake, it's impossible for you to be awake. You must be reptiloids.
What the hell is a
Reptiloids?
reptiloid?
That is a fast jump.
Yeah,
conclusions.
that's not even logical.
I can't believe it. They've made it onto the ship.
No, they haven't.
What's a reptiloid?
And she begins to fire at you.
Oh.
Super.
I will go first.
Oh. Reptiloid.
You are jumping to conclusions, madam.
Wow, she's serious. This
All
is
right.
serious.
Is there any water anywhere?
Yes. I don't know how to get it to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And she's
Reptiloid.
going to flashily,
Machine
fire
gun the crap out
machine
of
gun the crap out of you using her exoskeletal warfare.
Oh no.
Oh no, yeah. I'm gonna, not flashlight, I'm gonna forceful. Kill all reptiloids, because it doesn't count as murder if I'm just killing reptiloids. I get a +2 when I forcefully attack supernatural foes. Well, some of you are supernatural.
Not me, baby. I'm all natural.
All right, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and invoke Paranoid, doesn't really cover it. And
Reptiloid.
2 tons of titanium terror. Ooh, that's a 1. That's bad for me. Okay. All of you get a +1 to your defense roll.
Okay.
And you need to defend against, except for Simon. The rest of you have to defend against a barrage of fire coming at you.
Fire?
Literal fire or bullets?
Artillery.
Artillery.
Yeah. Projectiles.
So why not
Okay.
Simon, since he's the one who provoked her?
I know, right? It's weird.
It's a little weird.
So,
What do we
how do we
roll?
defend?
Yeah, how do we defend?
Just the way you do every other action in the game.
Approach and discipline. Gotcha. And do we say like how we're defending?
Yes.
Okay.
What are we defending against?
Yeah.
A number that I have not told you.
Ah, lovely.
I am going to.
Well, then-
But I will tell you
Rerolling
that
this
she rolled a d12, a d8, and 2 dice sixes.
All right.
One
Oh,
of
good.
which, one of the dice sixes, she did roll a 1 on. So I'll let you know that, which is why you get a +1 on your defense.
Can I fake being asleep?
Sure.
Because she wants us to go back to sleep, so maybe I just am.
Well, now she thinks you're a reptiloid. It's impossible that we're awake.
Impossible.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
So I am going to take combat and tactics,
Possibly go wrong.
and I'm going to backflip. To get out of the way of the bullets.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty flashy.
That sounds flashy.
Okay.
That's flashy.
All right. So that's a 6, and I got another 1.
Yeah.
A +1 to that. And are we still on rubber floor?
You're not.
No.
Yeah. But they're all. Oh no. No.
Rubber floor.
There is a rubber floor. What am I saying? Of course, there's a rubber floor, and there's medical monitoring equipment because this room is very similar to the one that you woke up in.
Rubber floors seem like it gotta be bouncy and able to jump higher.
That sounds right.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Of course, there's a rubber floor. is
So
what he said.
12 plus 1, 13.
Okay. 13. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. The rest of you?
I'm going to open a portal in front of myself, and the exit portal is back facing her.
Okay.
So she'll be shooting herself.
Very good.
Yeah, that works. 10, 11, 12.
All right.
That's not
Cool.
gonna be linear, right? Like the portal's gonna be like perpendicular to the portal that you
She's
opened.
firing, and there's like, I opened one, firing back, and then like kind of angled it off to the side. Get her.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I am going to use my powers from the fairy realm, perhaps, to create a force field in front of me with my voice.
That sounds very Fey-like. A force field of invisible magical energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Oh,
Or you can just sing the bullets away.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. But I rolled a 5.
Happiness.
Okay. All right. Well, I got a 17.
Okay.
And so the three of you need to subtract your roll from 17. And that is your condition. So each a minor condition is worth 5 of those points. So if you got a 6 total, then you mark off 2 conditions.
This is a new scene, so I should be cured from my tiny migraine, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
Can I borrow your pencil?
I rolled a 5.
Yep.
Yep.
So is that
So 5 minus 17
He's 12.
is 12. So
Right.
that will be 3 minor conditions.
3 minor conditions?
Yeah.
Shot up.
Yeah.
Darn.
17 minus 13.
Okay, so I got 3 on you. Jack, how many on you?
I think just 5. I rolled a 13.
Nice, okay. And Jimmy?
5.
5? All right. And have you decided what to call your conditions?
I said flesh wound.
Flesh wound, very good.
I took shot up.
Okay.
But
So if you have 15 hits or 12 hits,
Yeah.
it's the same as 15, essentially. You could do a moderate condition and a minor, You could do 1 severe. You could do 3 minors.
3 minors.
Okay. Each condition has to be named something separately, though.
Okay. Affliction of this hand, my left hand.
Okay.
And oh no, ouchies on my.
Oh no, ouchies! I like.
Oh
ouchies.
no, ouchies
Yeah.
on.
It can also be like frustrated or embarrassed or something like that.
Oh,
you know.
big embarrassment over here on my
Okay.
right bicep.
Got it. All right. Awesome.
And a sad face on my earlobe over here.
Sad face on your earlobe. Gosh. That sounds terrible.
Earlobe sad face time.
Okay. Fair enough.
So as the shooting is going on, have I determined whether these are also Brotherhood members in the beds too?
Roll me an overcome against a 5.
Okay, that I will do. Let's see. Covert ops again, because I consider my knowledge of the Brotherhood a covert operation. Everybody cool with that?
Yes.
Me too. 12.
Yes. Some are definitely Brotherhood agents. They do seem to be chapter leaders, at least one of them that you recognize. You don't recognize all of them. 'Cause you
Right,
don't
I'm
know
too
it.
far away to
Yeah.
see everybody.
There is one particular person that you do recognize, and you've seen this guy before. He is a badass.
Cool.
And he's a werewolf. And you recognize him as Alexander Wolf from The Pound.
Oh, okay. So these, yeah.
Alexander.
For those
Wolf?
of you who don't know, The Pound is a eco-terrorist organization of werewolves.
They're really cool. I mean, unless you're fighting against them, then it sucks. But
Yeah.
their message is good. They're just a little overzealous with it, is all.
Yeah.
I wonder what their secret handshake is.
You don't want to know, actually. It involves butt sniffing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, so now knowing that we've got all the beds are still in here.
It seems what the ultimate thing that you are putting together, Simon, is that everybody that seems to be in these beds are people of importance
These
in
are-
various organizations.
Right, these are the heavy hitters from probably not just the Celestial Torch, but Monster, the Pound, maybe some Nunjas are here.
And we're all
But
infected.
it's those types of people. So,
Yeah.
but all these are all still like hospital type beds, all made of metal and what have you, right?
Right.
Groovy. So,
Yeah.
as I
to-
see the werewolf, I'm thinking about the supernatural, obviously, because I think about the supernatural all the time, and I'm remembering my good friend Alex Harcadian, who recently called in a favor with me after I had borrowed something of his not too long ago.
Okay.
I'm going to use a faith die to create an aspect
Okay.
called just of a little book of charms, which I'm going to scratch one into the floor, which is going to temporarily, like for one round, change the titanium in that. I'm basically doing a binding. It's going to require me to actually hit him because I have to scratch him too. But the idea is to create an advantage, so his titanium body turns to iron for the round and becomes highly magnetized. So if he hits him with some kind of with some kind of electrical, all the beds will fly towards him and crush him.
Got it.
This is what I'm going for.
Got it.
So that's I'm gonna have to make an attack and create an advantage.
I'm going to call that
It's a create
just
advantage just by.
yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're just going to create an advantage. It's a bit of a complicated advantage. I would say that you need to overcome a 10.
Yeah, I would at least.
Yeah.
And I spent the faith die to get that. To get the aspect to work.
Yeah.
So I've put an aspect on the board. Is that correct? Iron charm. It's
So-
only around for one.
So
Chad
creating an
suggested
advantage.
Magnetic personality.
Magnetic
You
personality.
have to roll. It's the same kind of.
Creating an advantage is an action.
Right.
You don't.
It's
you
what you're
don't-
trying to do right now.
But that's what I'm hoping the outcome will be. Is
Right.
that correct?
So you're creating an aspect by doing that. You don't have to spend a faith die to do it. You just do approach plus discipline to try and reach a 10.
And you
to
can
create
use your
that.
faith die to boost that with any of your stuff.
Exactly.
But I don't need to or have to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I made that no problem. 14.
Okay, because one more of those, just
I can
one
use
more.
that faith die, I guess, since I already spent it, right?
But not anymore, you can't. Now it has to be demon dice.
Yeah,
Oh, does it?
yeah. So, but that's what I'm telling you is that one more point would give you a success with style.
I really
Roll
want
a
that.
1 on a demon die.
Right, I want a success with style.
Okay, let's do it.
It's a 4.
Okay.
So I made it.
All right.
But
Yeah. So what are we calling this? We are calling this
magnetic personality.
Yeah. Oh, you got it. Okay. And so you've got 2 die 6 on that.
2 die 6 on that.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
Awesome. Well,
if you use the medical, if you can invoke the medical monitoring equipment at the same time that you invoke that, so you can get extra 2 dice for the attack.
Okay.
yeah, this mechanical thing, monstrosity in the middle of the room has now lost its sheen and seems to be very heavy right now.
It was already 2 times.
It's lost
Yeah.
its sheen.
And
Sad.
Yo, Jack, light him up!
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hot in here.
So,
I'll fan you.
hey, big guy. How about a big hug from the entire room?
Aw.
All right.
This sounds like a bad idea. By the way, the active player went from Christian to Brian now. You want to flip your cards over.
Boom.
Those of you who can't see this at home, we have these little initiative tracker cards. I recommend them. If you go to drivethrurpg.com and look up Demon Hunters: A Comedy of Terrors, you will find a link to these. They're quite useful.
Super handy.
Yeah.
Okay, does it matter that I'm going to go now, or
Nope.
is there some
Nope.
sort of initiative order or something?
You are the initiative. I went first.
Okay.
Then it was Simon. Now it's you.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to stick it to the man.
Yeah.
Literally.
Except
Although
the
it's a
man is a
woman this
robot
time.
with a woman's voice. He might identify. You don't know.
Who knows?
We don't know.
We're not here to judge,
Let's
just to
see.
slaughter.
Flashy, forceful. This seems like it would be. This is really cool. I'm sorry. It's flashy. It's flashy as shit. Fringe. Okay, and taking that. And let's see. I'm taking
Get that monitoring equipment in there.
monitoring equipment.
And
Okay.
that magnetic personality.
So an additional 3d6. Goodness.
You can only do 1 of the magnetic personalities, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we have my discipline and my approach, and I'm using my Call Before the Storm, which means I'm using a fate die myself.
And I believe I promised you a faith die at a later date. I do keep my word on things if you need something.
Well, this was a pretty good alley-oop all its own, so...
And there is one faith die left from the group pool.
The group
You
pool.
still have the +1 on the loaded die.
There is a +1 as well if you need it.
I think if you can't make that with that roll, then we were never going to do it.
So, 25.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Job, Jack.
all of the medical equipment that has metal in it, and all the metal beds come careening, and
Okay, well, I guess she's going to try and defend with
oh, my bad, yeah.
exoskeletal warfare and forceful, not quick, that's for sure. Because the Faraday cage in my helmet blocks their satellite mind control rays, I get a +2 and I quickly defend against psychic. This is not a psychic attack. Kind of is, isn't it?
Psychic?
But he's not. She can't do quickly because she's iron.
Right, if you were going to try and quickly, I was going to be like, I'm going to invoke that you're made of iron thing now.
Yeah. That's not going to work.
Would this be manipulating electrical gadgets?
She's in a robot suit.
She is a robot.
Yeah.
+2, 27.
27.
Okay.
It's a robot suit?
I'm defending with a D12 and a D8.
Roll
Ooh.
27.
I rolled a 10. All right, so that's 17 hits I just took. So that's a severe.
As all of the hospital beds go.
And the mech sort of crumples to the floor.
Ooh.
Did it ever occur to you two guys that you're basically video game characters?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't the only one who saw that. You saw that, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm literally playing Portal.
We got that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel so outclassed.
All right. Yeah.
You're good. You've got
So
strong
so you know,
points, too.
she has I don't know. She has a severe condition. What shall we call it?
How about busted?
Busted. Yeah, I like that.
Perfect.
Busted.
Perfect.
Or currently under the care of a hospital.
Yeah.
Or currently under a hospital.
Okay, so DM aspects. These are conditions you have scored on her. You have busted, 3 dice 6.
Ouch.
And a mild condition.
Becoming a medical ward.
I'm thinking more along the lines of
Slow.
Panic of the Reptiloids.
Panic of the Reptiloid.
Ooh, that's my favorite band.
Reptiloids.
Thank you.
Okay.
Reptiloid.
So,
Wait, have we identified what a Reptiloid is yet?
Panic of the Reptiloids.
We're still in the middle of a fight.
Okay, cool. We're still.
And
Yeah, we'll
that's
calmly
a
ask her.
1 dice.
Paximo says current aspect admitted.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So,
I am
so
the ER.
these are conditions that you have scored on this mech person. So, what in it, they are available to you to use for free if you can work it in somehow.
Neato.
Yeah. Incidentally, I have conditions on you that I also can invoke when I get to there.
Oh.
Quite true.
Yes.
Well, poop.
All right. So that was awesome. Who goes next? You get to choose.
I get to choose.
Yeah. There's Matthew Hunt and Zayla left.
Oh yeah, I've got it.
That's right. How about Zayla?
All right.
Okay, it's my turn now. So she's admitted.
Mm-hmm.
They are admitted.
Yes.
And here we are.
Here
We
we
admit
are.
that.
We're not being attacked anymore. Is that correct?
Well, I think she's still trying to shoot at us, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she is. Okay.
It's the same round, so.
We can get out of the same area. So
Do y'all know what a reptiloid is?
I don't think there is such a thing as a reptiloid.
Really?
Those are aliens, and there are no aliens in this universe.
You seem so sure.
I am 100% sure. I have it on very good authority.
The truth is out there, Hunt, and I'm going to show it to you one of these days.
Okay, I am going to tell her that we're not reptiloids with the emotion of like strong, like leave us alone now, like truth time.
Got it. All right.
That made sense. Okay, power from the fairy realm. I want to be forceful here.
Uh-huh.
Fringe stuff.
Yeah.
Great. Great, let's get
Yeah,
this.
forcefully fringy.
Forcefully fringy.
She's
That's
singing,
kind of your character in a nutshell.
Yeah, she's singing really hard.
Listen, we're not reptiloids, really. That's the emotion. Oh, 13. Here, got a 13.
Okay. She will defend using conspiracy theories. No, distinguishing fantasy from reality. That's a D4.
Oh,
That
she
seems-
needs that. She
yeah.
needs that right now.
And clever, I guess.
Yeah, you better be clever.
That's a 1 and a 1.
Ooh, girl.
You might have just cured her.
Seriously, not reptiloids.
Okay, so what was your total?
13.
13?
Yes.
Okay. She is moderately confused.
I feel you.
That's another 2 there. Confused. There's 2 of those. And sleepy.
Oh, she's tired.
Yeah, she is tired.
It's
She's
too much.
starting to get a little
Precious.
overwhelmed here. So, yeah. All right. Well done. She is,
Okay, she's confused.
yeah.
That leaves you.
I'm a little confused too. I gotta say.
All right, so I'm gonna zap her into an empty room, and I'll go along with her and try to convince her that those guys actually were reptiloids, and I'm getting her to safety because the whole ship's being taken over. So she should just stay here, hunker down, wait for me to come back for her.
Oh gosh, she's gonna be extra confused now.
Okay,
Oh no.
okay. Yeah?
So
Shake my head. Just
my social engineering with a little bit of mystic arts.
And while
Let's
you're
call
here,
it-
just take a little napsy. Little napping nap. That's all.
whatever.
reptiloids.
And a bunch of these. So I'm gonna
Oh my god, what if we are reptiloids?
take advantage of her panic of the reptiloids, the fact that she's confused and sleepy.
You want to get that, Mark?
Sorry, I'm
Great.
really
It's
hot
warm.
in
It's
this
very,
room,
very
and I
warm.
Put minimal
That's good.
deodorant on, so I smell like a human a little bit. Human woman.
All right, 16, 15,
Ozone and
6,
tar smell.
21.
21.
21.
Well, she doesn't even try to resist.
She's like, sure.
Like, you're right, those are reptiloids. Thank you for getting me away.
She just like shuts down.
Your
and
accent
says,
is so cute.
"Go get him, Tiger." And yeah, Eleanor Laser Ray is out. She is taken out.
Eleanor Laser Ray.
Yeah.
What does ozone smell like?
Well,
Just side note. Side question.
it.
Like if you ever played with model trains, it's the smell.
I know
You put
that
the
smell.
power out.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like,
Kind of
smell it's like the
electrical,
smell of
yeah.
getting the power up.
Does
Yeah.
it still smell like that currently?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Electricity.
Well, we're out of initiative because that's what's left.
Laser.
But you all feel this mystical alarm just like jarring in your head, going, "We're all gonna die really soon."
Right.
Right, no, this is as fast as we can go. We had to fight a robot.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
And we don't know what we're looking for,
Or where
or what
we
we're
are.
doing, or where we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or what we're fighting.
I have this feeling like we're just gonna die.
Is it real? Is this real life?
Maybe it's real. Maybe it's Maybelline.
There's an orb. That we're in an orb or circular spherical ship.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But I think we've got enough information where we know who that they're taking. We just don't know why they're taking them. But they're all heavy hitters in different organizations, so kidnapping is really the only thing on the table.
So
Unless we really are.
I've watched a
affected.
bunch of DG Game Nights,
Uh-huh.
and so I have a feeling that we're in one of these. So I think when you're going for the top boss, you go straight to the top. So I think we should skip all these other middle floors and
Right,
just go
and
straight to the
failing
top.
that, we go all the way to the bottom.
Exactly.
That is strange metagame logic, but I'm gonna go with you on this one because I have nothing better to do right now.
What do you think this is? You just said you think this is not real. This is a game.
Never mind that part. But we're going to the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
Either way.
I have a
That's
theory.
where the boss.
Why never mind
person
that
lives.
part?
I have a theory.
Okay, go.
So when we were looking outside of the visual thing, right? You know, anything we looked at looks like we were looking directly at it, almost as if there was a spotlight or something on it.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a spherical object, and what is that? Kaiju.
Kaiju.
And how do you? They're apparently going to come and get us. And how Jimmy, or rather Matthew mentioned, how do you fight a kaiju?
Fight it with a kaiju.
Or a
Fight
giant
another
robot.
kaiju. Or another
That's
giant robot.
documented.
So
Mhm.
what is this spherical ship we're in? Is an eyeball.
I like it.
I love to.
Certainly
imagine
makes a lot of
that's the
sense.
case.
It's possible. Anyway, let's just keep on going with Matthew's idea and to get to the top, but just, a possibility.
Let's go to the top of the eyeball.
Let's go to the top of the eyeball.
You go to the top.
To the top of the eyeball.
We might be in a giant kaiju right now.
You go to the very
Maybe.
top, and the door opens, and there is a small control room in here, and there are two people, or actually two creatures in here. that one turns around, one just sort of floats around.
Oh.
You see that the brain in the jar has made it all the way up here, and it has now 3 bottles attached to it.
Okay.
It's just getting wasted.
Stronger.
And then the other one is a woman, and they seem to be having an argument when you walked in.
Oh.
And you walk in and they go, okay, they are here now. Let us ask them, maybe they help us and we get out of shit mess, yes? And she's like,
Maybe
I don't
go and swing in this
want to work with these assholes.
You have like 0 choice.
And
That's a very asshole thing to say.
Sorry, that.
Matthew
not you,
Hunt,
her.
you immediately recognize
Not
Dr. Saskia Uthuzian.
No, come on, keep going. I want to hear this
I
Dutch
can't
name.
figure it out. Of MWAHAHA.
See, I like these guys more than Monster.
Yeah. So you have McMicheal, who is of Monster, the floating brain.
Mm-hmm.
And you have
McMicheal.
Dr. Saskia of Mwahaha. And they seem to be working together, but also arguing.
Look, you're gonna need us too.
Okay, well, I am running out of vodka, so we better make this quick.
That's good, because we only have like 15, 20 minutes left.
Okay.
Before we're all dead.
Let
We
us
make it
make
through
this
this.
happen.
We have keys to the
19
vodka
minutes?
section of the warehouse, so.
Oh, you drive hard bargain.
Matthew,
Good.
I've got keys to every section of the warehouse.
She says, all right, so we have been trying to use my gene splicing genius to remove the contagion, and we can't figure it out. There's some element that is missing, and it may have something to do with you. I don't know, but you woke up, nobody else woke up. I don't know why. He goes, it's good. It's good. No worries.
He's the helpful one.
What's the contagion?
Do we know? Yeah, have you identified the contagion?
It is something from a far realm.
Viral, bacterial, other,
Other. It's heavily other.
What happens?
but contagious?
Yeah, pretty much everybody has it. The whole world is going to probably devolve into something with tentacles.
Okay.
These medical people, yeah. Apparently they're still sort of helpful in that state, but they were like you before. That's what you're going to become. That's what
the
we're all
infection.
going to become.
That's the infection.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And we think it has
Gross.
something to do with this crawling chaos company.
Crawling Chaos Company?
Calling chaos now?
Yeah. There's some sort of organization out there that keeps poking at this other dimension, and it's gotten way bigger than all of us.
Are they going for like Elder God stuff?
Yeah.
I've heard of these guys. They're nobodies.
They're a little serious than you might think.
Have you met like any of them?
I've-
These guys live with their moms.
Let's say I've read up on them.
It's with my intellect and enough vodka, we will find cure. You have juice.
Lots of juice.
You have juice. Maybe we
Is he trying to
need
get you to
juice.
make a
But you
cocktail?
have pheromone. No, not pheromones.
Magic.
Pheromones?
Fairy magic.
Fairy magic.
Fairy modes.
I was close. Pheromones.
Okay.
Pheromones.
She's known for her pheromones.
Specifically.
That is good.
So electricity and fairy magic. Then also.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how being asshole work, but
I'm a master delegator. Thank you very much.
Oh,
This is
fair
my
enough.
specialty.
How many portals can you create at one time?
Well, I can always find out.
Okay. So.
Yeah, Portal. Also, you know things about this world that's weird. Like my theory. How do you know my theory?
So this contagion
He just laughed.
we're all infected, but no one knows exactly what goes on with it. Have you?
Well, we know that you become tentacle faced.
Right,
I
right.
won't. I am already brain.
Real quick, are we in a giant robot or some kind of kaiju?
You are asking me now?
Yes.
Of course, we are in Great Eyeball.
You
Yeah,
were totally
eyeball,
on the
you
ball,
were
man.
right.
Jack, you are the man.
Gosh, Jack, that
Other
was great.
team in other eyeball. We try to coordinate. It's a mess.
So, what creature are we in, and is it dead? Or is it an infection inside its body?
Or are we the infection in its body?
I had not thought of that.
Said Don.
I need more vodka. This sounds like a good idea. You should run with that.
All right, so if this is the eyeball,
Right.
that means we have a long way to go to get out of here.
What about the tear duct? What?
So, are we able to connect with Ponytail?
We got computers and stuff. He's
Yeah,
putting on his
yeah.
monitor.
All right. Cool.
But yeah, there must be some sort of tear duct or something. Let's see if that's what's going on. Let's put our heads together and figure out, like, maybe we are the infection in this particular area.
Okay.
Since we're running with that.
We'll become tentacle monsters and
Yeah, I'm not letting that happen to my face. I'm sorry. This is like
For
this is
sure.
everything.
I feel you on that. Okay.
And no lips.
The other eyeball. Are you able to communicate with the other eyeball?
No.
That's probably part of the problem right there.
Is your eyeball able to communicate to your other eyeball?
Technically, yes. That's how brains work.
That's what.
Oh, then we need to connect to brain. Maybe that problem.
Oh.
That's
All
probably
right.
the
There we
problem.
Okay.
So how do we figure that out?
Maybe
You've got juice.
juice.
Jumpstart.
We need a
Fairy
connection.
magic.
We need a connection, yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so how far is it to the brain? You've got
We're
the
pretty
schematics,
close.
right?
Yeah. Well, I had the schematics for the eyeball.
Yeah, but did you
I'll
take
take
the
the tablet and kind of like zoom out.
Okay, yes. On one end, there is a bunch of cables that go out of the side of the ship. And you thought it was just sort of like the aft, or maybe like how it propels itself. But in fact, it might just be cabling that goes to a central nervous system.
Well, look at that. Now, how far away is that central nervous system?
Well, I don't know. We probably get there really fast. But
Quite fast.
Do we need to go there physically or use the Are the cables? You said they were connective. And in a way in which we can travel through them, or in a way just we can manipulate them, perhaps to affect where they go.
They are big enough that you could potentially go through them. It's tunneling and be a long, but using the electricity and the connectivity might be quicker.
Plus magic.
Plus magic. Magic always helps, or sometimes makes things different.
Well, based on the
And do we know what wires hook up to what parts? This is like breaking into a giant.
Maybe that's where y'all can help out.
So it seems as though we're on to something here. Like and the brain inside the giant fish tank seems to know some stuff. We just, I guess, need to ask the right
The
question.
brain of the giant fish tank is technically a brain. Can we hook up the cables to it?
to the drunk Russian
Oh,
brain bot.
I would try this. Let us try. I like this idea.
What?
So what
Weird.
we need is
A brain to power the brain, of course. Brilliant.
okay. Well,
And multi-layered.
so what kind of fairy magic are we talking about here? Just mostly sonic stuff? Like, if we are trying to affect something on a large scale, we could affect something on a smaller scale with this a little bit of brain. Maybe we just need to get a tissue sample from the larger brain.
That sounds too complicated.
Either way, I am shoving these cables into that jar in just a second, as long as everyone's cool with it, and we're gonna get this going.
Let's do
Hey,
it.
sounds like
I
a good
want to
idea.
see what I can do to help myself here. So
At
I
the
am
very-
hyper intelligent brain in bottle.
At the very worst, we have a really
but I
interesting
am-
looking cocktail.
Clever, and I have, of course, all of the super science.
All of the super science.
All of the super science. Nope. Well, maybe. Clever. Yeah, I'll do clever. Clever is good. Behold my terrible. Oh, yeah, that works. Behold my terrible doomsday device.
Yeah, that's what we're
Hey, you
making.
need some help? I'm pretty good at making stuff happen.
Yes,
All
let
right.
us all pool our resources.
All right, cool. So,
And I'll form the head.
shall I? Can I make an advantage by trying to manipulating electrical gadgets into something?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Okay, so how do I do that? I spend a fate die.
Yeah. No, you make a roll.
Oh, make a roll. Fantastic. Okay.
But can you use those? Can you use those cables as an aspect?
Yeah, you could totally. Yeah, so we have a situation. Yeah, mark on it.
So should I try and create an
Eyeball.
advantage for that to happen, or are those not?
We've established in the conversation that eyeball cables exist. So
All right. If you want
that
to use
is
a
now
fate die for
situation
that,
aspect.
I owe you one.
Okay.
No free invoke on it though.
Right.
They're just there.
Like I'm saying.
Yeah,
Can I use
I'm
a fate
saying
die to
Mark
invoke
put a
it,
free
even if he
unlock
does the action?
correct.
I feel-
yeah, you could do that.
Cool. Then.
All right. So what I was wanting to do is I wanted to create create an aspect. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Advantage.
create an
Create an
advantage.
advantage. Thank
Yeah.
you. But I figure I'm gonna need to be the one who goes clear and sends a lot of juice someone's way.
Okay.
So basically, what I was saying is like I don't know if I need your fate die now because all I'm doing is creating an advantage.
In this case, you could use that to put more than one die on the advantage that you create.
Okay.
So that would still be helpful.
Oh, great. Okay. Cool. So this is going to be very clever, and I'm going to search on research and development. Mr.
If
Garrett.
I join in, so to speak, with magic, do I
That's
get
French.
to roll more towards the same common goal? Is that part of what's happening?
I'm using.
Well, you have to think about what the end goal is. What do you want to have happen?
Yeah. What is the end goal specifically?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping.
The idea is to get the wires. Obviously, we're dunking the wires into the brain. You're powering the wires to the eyeball to make it act as its own device, so we can hook it up to the brain proper.
Hashtag upper hand plus running out of vodka needs to be added as an aspect.
Good job. I will totally take that. Let's see here. Clause. Whoops.
I actually am a little
Closet
fuzzy on
of-
how putting a whole bunch of electricity
vodka.
inside the brain thing is going to affect the big brain
One.
thing, whose head we're in.
Yeah, but we don't know where the brain thing is or how far away it is, but we do know it's outside of the vessel, yes?
Yes.
We don't know if outside of the vessel is survivable, right?
Right.
Okay, so, but if we have the brain, if we have it hooked up to a brain, it'll be able to move. And if it can move itself back into position where we can hook up the cables to the actual brain without having to go outside.
All right.
And yeah, Mark.
It's like giving it a jump start.
Add one die to all of those in the situational scene aspects.
Woohoo!
So I'm using the cables.
You can
to,
add an additional one to the ones that already had one in them.
Okay, cool.
So medical, eyeball, and closetful vodka will have two.
So there's vodka brain and then there's big brain.
Mm-hmm.
And we are making some sort of making vodka brain into a better conductor.
We're making vodka brain into
Into
a
the-
surrogate,
controlling
into a
it.
surrogate control center for this eyeball.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So, and I'm wanting to do that, wanting to help make that happen. So, is your fate die coming into play in here? And I'm using
Yeah,
cables.
use the if you
Using cables.
Invoke the cables, but
Okay.
that's a free invoke now, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need my faith die for it.
Great. Well, cool. And I'm going to add 2 to this. So that's a 1.
It is not spent. What? So you can keep the 1, but that faith die is not spent, or that invoke is not spent.
Oh, cool.
It adds
Great.
to it, but it's still there.
10
Super.
total.
Cool. 10 total.
Plus, you had plus 2.
Oh, plus 2, 12.
Okay. So you create an advantage with an extra d6. What do you want to call it?
Create advantage. We're making basically the brain into a cockpit.
Yeah, it's what do you call it?
Grease in the chute.
A snake through the tube. Grease in the chute, sure.
I don't know why I said that. Grease
But
in
it
the
happened. We
chute.
were all there for it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking like, electricity and priming the pump. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
That's a little bit less innuendo than.
I don't know.
We're supposed to.
You can't take it back. We all saw it happen.
All right. All right. There we go.
5 minutes.
So that was 12.
Yes.
And that just creates 1d6.
Yeah. In this case, yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds good. I will use. We are in eyeball, so I can see all knowing. But we have 2 eyeballs, so I will use both of those things.
Sweet.
That's what, do you have a view screen I can hook it up to? I have complete situational awareness, so I'll be able to get a better, a better view of our surroundings.
You couldn't do that.
Which I will invoke.
Okay. I will put it on monitor here, you see.
Oh, very great.
So I do this thing, and then maybe you can figure out what we do.
Okay.
Okay, that's 10, 15, 25. And I am running out of demon dice.
Uh-oh.
I have, yes. Okay. You have collectively now put together this thing, and you are definitely in a massive mech. It
Yeah.
is a giant robot, and the kaiju is coming. And
Oh, crap.
and
Are there seats and, like, cockpit?
Voltron style.
it is. There are no seats, but it does sound like somebody. It sounds like Renard is taking care of fighting off the kaiju. McMicheal has said, "I am one with the brain. Now, I feed you information on cure, and we will get out of this mess or die."
Let's do the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we had a choice.
He creates a massive aspect over here called
Knowing what the fuck we're doing.
data load with 3 invokes on it.
So I don't think we need to be distracted by fighting a kaiju.
Yeah.
So I am going to open a portal underneath it. I can open a portal to anywhere but my home dimension. So I'm going to, it can be any size, last 1d6 rounds. I don't have to actually win anything to make this happen. So I'm just going to open a portal for 1 round to Fartherall and drop the kaiju on Fartherall.
Okay.
Dude, we work there.
Yeah. We have enough to deal with, okay?
Here's the thing.
Have you heard of the Wicked Kings?
I want you guys to focus more on Demon Hunters. So,
That's funny.
Then let us get to the next 2 seasons.
All right. One last thing. Does anybody want to try and find the cure? You've got the data now.
Yeah, no, if we've got the
Please.
data, let's like
You've got the
her,
data?
her thirst for knowledge.
Okay,
and-
thirst for knowledge.
We must know.
Yeah, and yeah.
Use your fairy magic.
Using my fairy magic with this other.
And grab 2 bottles of vodka.
Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
I have some sticky fingers.
11
Plus 2 die 6.
plus yeah. I also had a +1 another die.
Yeah.
D6
okay.
to use.
It looks like you need to add 1, 2, 3,
she's-
4, 5, 6 die 6.
Oh, okay.
Because you're using the data load, all the data, synthesizing with the magic, priming
Oh
the
my
pump,
god. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay. Here's
and
you
a
do
little
the
bit
math
of
for
vodka
me.
chaser to
Yep.
go with it.
What's that?
31.
Plus 11.
Yeah, 42.
42.
Okay.
42.
The meaning of life.
Yes.
What
Okay.
is the cure?
Tentacles begin spewing out of your nose and face, and then they fall off.
Oh.
Both her.
Everybody.
Revulsion.
Oh.
Oh, God.
I find the nearest reflective surface. Here's my phone.
Your face is fine.
It's like that first time you saw The Matrix.
42
Ah!
is the cure.
Now I can't stop.
Oh.
Too handsome.
Okay. Figured it out.
The portal that you opened has closed. The kaiju is gone. And
Sorry, gamers.
and the ship begins to deconstruct itself, detach into separate components, meaning separate ships. And it does you determine that you have been at the bottom of the sea. You have been in multiple submarines that combine together.
Okay.
Wow.
We were under the sea after all.
So I dropped a
Just
kaiju
FYI.
and a crap ton of water on top of our
Yes.
Where'd the eyeball come in?
We are the eyeball. We're in the eyeball.
So there are ships that made you never saw the actual full robotic thing that you were part of.
But like the
but
thumb
your
bot went
ship
flying off.
was an eyeball of
Wow.
it. There was another ship that,
I'll take it.
and so on and so forth.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So that is that's Demon Hunters: A Comedy of Terrors. This one shot.
Hey!
We're not dead!
We're not dead.
Because of the information that you were able to disseminate throughout the all of the ships, everybody received the cure before the timer ran out.
Thank
and no one, the only people who ended up with tentacle face were the ones who wanted it.
I like that so
I
much.
love choices.
Yeah.
Choices.
Consent is okay.
It's optimal. Great.
All right.
Woo!
Fantastic.
Oh!
I guess if that's it for our Patreon subscribers here at about 4 o'clock Pacific time, we're going to be doing another episode of Culture on a Stick starring our cast from today's show. So
That's right.
stick around for that, and we look forward to seeing you. Otherwise, Don, great job, man.
Thank you.
Way to go.
Way to make me look bad. That's, I mean, it's not that hard, but great job.
No,
That's when you wrote the game.
yeah. There are things, nuances
better
of
than
it that
most.
I.
Well, yeah, no, but I have to go run this in Mobile next week, and
you'll be fine.
I have a better handle on it now.
Yeah.
And that helped a lot, so thank you.
And I look forward to hopefully we can do more Demon Hunters.
I think we can.
Super fun.
All right.
Woo!
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you.
See you next time.